Coming to you live from SUNY Purchase, you're watching United States Premier League. It's only fair to thank our sponsors first up, the title sponsors CBTF and of course MTR, our associate sponsors. If you want traditional cuisines with authentic taste of India, reach into that packet of MTR. It's time now to introduce you to both the captains who are in the second semi-final. We've got Tej of NJ Titans, and of course in just a moment we'll be talking to Anand of Carolina Eagles. First up, Carolina Eagles captain Anand, you won the toss, decided to field first. Any specific reason behind that?
Yeah, we have been bowling first, and that has been working out. So we thought of going with that approach. Plus new mat, we wanted to see how that plays out. And yeah, big game. So just looking forward to it.
Anand, you watched the last game very closely. Any cues that you've picked up?
Definitely a very close game. I mean, it was even-sided up to a point. We just have to bowl in the right areas to make sure that people don't score as much as that we're planning to. Apart from that, everyone will be targeting the straight boundaries, so want to restrict those kind of balls.
Big encounter. How's the mood in the camp?
Oh, big time. The boys are ready and raring to go. They were looking forward to this, and coming from the initial losses, we made it to this far, so they're just ready. Yeah.
Any changes in the side, Anand, for this one?
Yes, we have Rajdeep coming in for Saqib and Shrey Parmar coming in for Pujan.
All the very best.
Thank you so much.
Tej, well, the flip of the coin battle didn't go your way. What would you have done had you won the toss?
I wanted to bat first, so yeah, it's in our favor anyways.
Yeah, so the toss is redundant for you. As far as batting first is concerned, what's a good total that you're looking at on track of this kind? It's a new mat.
We want something around 160, 170 at minimum. Anything more than that it's good to defend on this. So yeah, we'll try get that.
Any changes in the side for this encounter?
Yes, we have Dev Singh, Vandit Prajapati, Neil Patel, and Raj Bhavsar coming in. And few guys misses out, but I think we wanted to go with right combination, and I think we have it.
And finally, what does it feel to be the captain of a side stuffed with such great talent?
It feels great. I thank the management for giving this opportunity. It's a huge learning curve for me as well, and we've been doing good so far. So hopefully one more nail in the coffin, and we go into the finals.
Big game. All the very best, Tej.
Right, thank you.
So the news from here is the Carolina Eagles have won the toss, and they've decided to bowl first.
So, good afternoon to all our lovely viewers watching this game around the world, wherever you may be, on the comforts of your sofa, to your living room, to your bedroom even. Welcome everyone to the second semi-final of today. Second semi-final featuring the Carolina Eagles and the New Jersey Titans. The news from the middle is that the lovely Carolina Eagles have won the toss, and they'll elect to start proceedings with ball in hand. So they want to chase today and ensure a ticket to the final. They want to ensure a ticket to the final through a run chase. And as you can see, the Carolina Eagles gearing up for war today. Only one thing on their mind is to eliminate the New Jersey Titans. Only two teams now. One eliminated, only these two teams left. The second semifinal of today. You could see Anand Churi there, the captain, leading his team, leading them from the front. Rajdeep Darbar comes back in the side. And same with Rishikesh Amin being rested in the last match where the Carolina Eagles faced up between the New York Gotham. So they have a side consisting of Anand Churi, Anis Ahmed, Ikwe Craig, Christopher Ramsar, Nathaniel Mcdavid, Rajdeep Darbar, Ravish Kanchi, Rishikesh Amin, Sachin Seetharan, Santi Santosh, and Shrey Parmar. So that's the Carolina Eagles side. And they're walking into ball, as you can see. Santi, Anand, Rushi, the senior members of the side, gearing up and getting ready. And the team batting, New Jersey Titans, have a very lengthy batting lineup. Daniel Williams, Dev Singh, Devarsh Gandhi, Gurmeet Datlani, Neil Patel, Noman Iftikhar comes back, Raj Bhavsar back, Sunil Kumar, Tej Patel, Udit Patel, and the hard-hitting Vandit Prajapati. Scored 100 first game in Phase 2. And as you can see again, the fielding team, there they are. They're getting ready. They're getting ready to gear up for today's matchup. And they're very excited. They're very enthusiastic today. They want to win today's matchup. Anand Churi, a smile on his face, leading his team out today for one of the most important games, probably the most important games that this franchisee has played in this entire tournament, be it Phase 1 or Phase 2. A lot to play here, a lot indeed. And as you can see, the batsmen are getting ready. Again, the New Jersey Titans consist of Daniel Williams, Dev Singh, Devarsh Gandhi, Gurmeet Datlani, Neil Patel, Noman Iftikhar, Raj Bhavsar, Sunil Kumar, Tej Patel, Udit Patel, and Vandit Prajapati. And looks like Shrey Parmar might have ball in hand for the first over. No Pujan Modi today for the Carolina Eagles, it seems. And Shrey Parmar is back though, so he will start proceedings. And it looks as if Daniel Williams is opening proceedings. Yep, the left-hander Daniel Williams. And Vandit Prajapati, I think that is.
Vandit is not playing.
Yes, he is.
He is playing. Vandit. They have given Vandit home? No. No, then why? Vandit is not playing. Oh, Vandit is out. Yeah, Prajapati is batting.
So the opening batsmen walk in, and it seems as if everyone is ready now. The Carolina Eagles are setting their field. Anand Churi, Shrey Parmar. They want to see where they want to have their field set up. And joining me later today will be Suhas Vedam, a good friend of mine, an international commentator and presenter. He will join me shortly. But when he does, his presence is always enlightening to both us and our viewers. And as you could see, Daniel Williams on the non-striker's end and Vandit Prajapati at the striker's end.
Williams, Daniel.
And Shrey Parmar has ball in hand, a very quick pacer. He is Shrey Parmar, played all 3 games of Phase 1 for the Carolina Eagles. And a lot to play for both these teams. A lot to play for both these teams. A win, and you're through to the grand finale against the Pennsylvania Cavaliers tomorrow. But a loss is a plane ticket back home. And that gives me a quick brief time to give a shout out to our title sponsor, CBTF Speed News, the most reliable gaming platform in the world, as well as the fastest cricket news website in the world. CBTF Speed News, a very nice platform for all our viewers watching around the world. And a very quick thank you and shout out to our associate sponsor, MTR. MTR keeping our players up and ready for every matchup they encounter at SUNY Purchase. A very good nail-biting finish in the first semifinal between the Pennsylvania Cavaliers and the Texas Cowboys. And now what happens in this upcoming matchup between the New Jersey Titans and the Carolina Eagles? Shrey Parmar runs in for the first ball. And that's a very, I was going to say that's a very good start, but wide is signaled. So the run chase is on the run chase. My apologies. The innings has started. New Jersey Titans have opened their mark. They've opened their account with an extra. And Shrey Parmar missing his line on that occasion. We haven't seen him miss it quite a lot. But again, Shrey needs to bowl well. Vandit Prajapati taking guard, and you have Daniel Williams at the other end. Dave Singh also in the hut. Dave Singh, a very explosive batsman. Raj Bafsa, Udit Patel, Tej Patel, Devarsh Gandhi. Shrey Parmar runs in. And no run is signaled. So very good work. This is from Shrey Parmar. Starts off his first legal delivery with a dot ball. Now, a good thing, an interesting thing about this Carolina Eagles side is they have a lot of batting and a lot of bowling today. They've got a lot of spinners in the likes of Christopher Ramsar, Anand Churi, the leading wicket taker, Rishikesh Amin. Oh, and that's a good straight drive, but again, a man is there, Christopher Ramsar, and that is a late throw, direct hit, but I think he's well in. So, off the mark is Vandit Prajapati. And Daniel Williams gears up now. And a very important matchup. This is a semi-final once again to all our viewers watching around the world. A very important matchup here between the New Jersey Titans and the Carolina Eagles. Shrey Parmar, a man that represents the New England Eagles in the minor league. So a very big fan of the Eagles, it seems. Shrey might be his favorite bird, possibly his favorite animal. But Shrey, oh, he loves the Eagles, New England. Then he comes to Carolina. You never know, watching maybe the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFL. Could pick up a career as an American footballer there, represent the Philadelphia Eagles. And Shrey has 4 more to go, but Daniel Williams only has 1 to face his first ball. Daniel Williams. And just a forward block. That is, they're going to say 1. Anand Churi can't get to that one. So Daniel Williams up and running already. So Shrey Parmar, where does he go now? He's got Vandit on the strike. Well, Vandit looking to flick that one. Has he got the gap? Santi Santos running across. No, he does not. Good fielding from him. Oh, and Daniel Williams was a second. There's hesitation. A direct hit would have had him in serious trouble. But everyone applauds that throw. Santi Santos, a man of very high honor in this Carolina Eagles side. A very good throw. That is from him. This is very lovely work from the Carolina Eagles. So they've taken 2 runs on that occasion. Oh, and I think he's nicked that one. No, he hasn't. They thought he nicked that one. Rajdeep Darbar behind the stumps was very confident. And 1 ball to go, and that gives me the opportunity to introduce my good friend Suhas Vedama, international commentator and presenter. Suhas, good afternoon.
Very good afternoon, Adrian, and very good afternoon to all the viewers as well. Boy, are we being treated by back-to-back high-octane cricketing action here in USPL, brought to you by CBTF.
A very good start. This is from Shrey Parmar. Shrey, a man of high class. He's played a lot of cricket back in India, has represented different zones, has represented his state. So Shrey Parmar, a quick pace bowler he is. He's gearing up now to bowl his final ball of his first over as Vandit Prajapati is he's fixing up his gloves a little bit, maybe getting into a little bit of rhythm.
Vandit Prajapati, the man who's known as Chota Hulk, smashes it away from the middle of the bat.
But that's very, very good fielding there from Rishikesh Amin. And that will conclude the first over. 5-0 loss after one are the New Jersey Titans.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtspnews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtspnews.com and stay ahead।
One over gone, 6 for no loss. It's been a cautious start. Except for Vandit, who decides to dive now and then.
And pace bowler being introduced here. Anis Ahmed, a very nice right-arm medium quick bowler here for the Carolina Eagles. Picked up 47 odd with the bat last match against the New York Gotham. So a lot of experience and a lot of good performances backing this very experienced campaigner, a very nice campaigner. He is Anis Ahmed, an integral part, another pacer that they are playing here today, the Carolina Eagles. And he'll start off with a wide ball, Anis, similar to his counterpart Trey.
A warm-up delivery, perhaps. Anis has got to keep it tight. I'm very sure Carolina Eagles would have discussed this, that it is about keeping it tight in the first 6, because so many times games are being decided with the momentum that you get from the first 6 overs with just 2 men patrolling the boundary rope. But one thing is, someone who's ideal to open the batting is what you feel when you look at his batting prowess and the way he targets the gaps. Loves to go inside out as well. Will not get that single this time.
So this is good bowling from Anis so far. A good comeback from his initial deliveries is starting off. So a good comeback from him. Anis Ahmed, a man who represents the Sparks Cricket Club in the Millennium Cricket League, a local league here in the Tri-State. And a little shift in field, it seems. I think he's brought sweeper into about a deep extra cover-ish. Now that left-right-hand combination will be key as Vandit drives it straight to Christopher Ramsern in the deep. And he will not stop that one. Christopher Ramsern, a man with high experience, has played in the Caribbean Premier League for the St. Lucia, now the St. Lucia Kings, but at that time the St. Lucia Zolks. And Anis Ahmed is now telling, I think that's Christopher Ramsern, they're game planning here. And Daniel Williams gearing up now. Daniel Williams, a man who's represented the New Jersey Stallions in the minor league. I don't know if he currently represents them, but he has in the past. A lot of Stallions alumni. We have Rishikesh Amin, a Stallions alumni, played in that 2020 inaugural season. Very good bowler. He is Rishi, the top of the tables in this CBTF USPL. Now Anand, he's gearing the troops up. He's at covers. Got Sachin Citron at extra cover. Santi Santosh at point. As he tries to hit that one, he does get it in the gap. I think Santi Santosh, you can't chase that. That's a boundary. So a very good looking stroke from Daniel Williams. He'll get 4 of those.
Elegant. Less effort, maximum result. Just opening the face of the bat and lovely use of the wrists. There is a bit of slope as well that you get at Suni Purchase. So the ball will pick up pace instead of dying in pace when you hit it towards the slope and downhill. Well, don't forget to beat the heat this summer with MTR's Badam milk. That Badam drink with real bits of almond.
Oh, and
This one kept low. And
he's cleaned him up! Anis Ahmed!
Didn't rise at all. But Anis Ahmed rises to the occasion. Got to be wary of this delivery.
A very good ball that is by Anis Ahmed. He cleans him up. How good is he for the Carolina Eagles? As they draw first blood, Daniel Williams has to go back to the sheds. A very big and a very good start for the Carolina Eagles, 12 for 1.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtspnews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtspnews.com and stay ahead।
.4, 12 for 1. Vandit will be now joined by Raj Bhavsar, who gets a game today. Extremely experienced Raj Bhavsar. He's come back at the right time as well from minor league cricket.
Yeah, represents the Manhattan Yorkers in the minor league. So, Raj Bhavsar, the left-hander, he replaces Daniel Williams, the other left-hander, as Anis Ahmed will continue. He's got 2 to go.
Raj Bhavsar, considered a stalwart in Indian cricket as well. Growing up, we've watched him a lot, right from his under 19 days to under 25. Back in Gujarat. Remember going there for Anand Premier League, another tournament where he still talked about Raj Bhavsar, even though he's relocated to the US. Just tells you the aura of the man. Raj Bhavsar piles up runs in New Jersey leagues all around, which you must be knowing.
Yeah, very consistent run scorer in different leagues, in the Cricket League of New Jersey, Millennium Cricket League, and many other leagues that a lot of locals here are very used to.
Bunted nicely behind this one, was walking towards the ball for some reason. I think he wanted to make sure that the interception point is such that he's able to access the gap better.
Now Vandit has a very good track record in T20, so they're going to have to get him out early as the over concludes, 14 for 1 after 2.
Two overs gone, 14 for 1. Anis picked up a wicket in the first over.
And Trey Parmar comes back in for a second.
And Trey Parmar has been now given the ball again. Vandit decided to launch this one, and it was never to be seen again. The sheer audacity and irreverence to a pace bowler of Shreyas kind. This man's got a clear head. And clean as a whistle she goes.
Yeah, Vandit did not care at all on that occasion, just stepping down the track and says, Shrey, you miss, I hit. And he hits it very, very lovely. Hits it down the ground. There are a lot of cars that might want to park them a bit. You might want to park your car a bit behind. You might want to leave your car in a bit safer location here, Suhas.
Yeah, behind is not going to be a safer location for sure, because Vandit is growing in confidence. He will hit it straight down the ground. NJ Titans Well, they've been a formidable side, and that's exactly why they find themselves in this big semi-final. 2 more games and you might see them lift the cup as well. And so that's exactly what Carolina Eagles would be telling themselves as well. 2 more games. Get your act together, boys. NJ Titans versus Carolina Eagles. We're coming to you live from sunny Purchase, New York. And you're watching the US Cricket Premier League 2022. And boy, has it been excellent from the word go. It's been played in 2 different phases. The first phase won by Florida Sharks. Now in the second, they're out of contention. Just tells you how difficult it is to shine in USPL, and because of the standard of cricket that you get. Brought to you by CBTF, USPL.
Wow, it seems like Vandit has hit that one very far. I think a search party is going to have to find that one because no one can find it. And I think
I would sign up for it. I would sign up for that search party if they're starting on Monday. Not quite sure if it's the same ball being retrieved.
and our
Would you believe it? Danny has his own theories.
head of the Umpires Association for
Yeah,
USA Cricket has his own jokes.
No, I'll let you explain this one to the viewers, just in case you're wondering why we're laughing. Danny's always keeping an eye on the watch, for sure, because he doesn't want any delay whatsoever, no halts in the game.
So Danny always has an eye on the game, but he also has an eye on us because he makes us laugh so much.
Absolutely, and he also has an eye on the eye color of the person he's talking to. That's what the joke is all about. Hits the ball a long way, and if Vandit is in such a murderous mood, then there will be halts in the game because retrieving is going to be a difficult option. I just like the fact that the NJ Titans management has given him the license to be himself. Extra bounce. What a wonderful comeback from Shrey.
Yeah, good comeback there from Shrey Parmar. Just getting that extra bounce on that surface that we've seen so much. A very good bowler he is on that occasion. Was pitching it in the right area, Shrey. And he needs to get a huge breakthrough of Vandit Prajapati. Surprised not to see Dave Singh going with Vandit Prajapati opening proceedings. Dave Singh, a man who's represented the Jammu and Kashmir Ranji side, the man who currently captains the Jammu and Kashmir Ranji side. So very surprised not to see him there.
Ian?
Yep,
It's
Ian
gonna take
Dave
a
Singh.
while to see him in action, but Vandit, how itchy is he? Oh, very good delivery once again. Shrey is decided to bowl just outside his reach as Vandit is losing shape, trying to walk into the balls, not making contact. It's for the second time in a row. It's only understandable that Vandit Prajapati, someone of his ilk, was very itchy to get going after getting out on a duck in the previous innings. Starts off well, 12 of 11. Now it's got to calm his nerves a little bit as Shrey Parmar is delivering beauties after beauties. You got to respect the bowler as well, bowler more so. Well, it's the other way around. Makes contact this time around. Once that single, it's good to see him look for other denominations in the game to try and play the longer innings. Even though he had to dig this one out, it's another good delivery from Shrey Parmar.
Yeah, now Raj Bhavsar, the man who's only played 1 ball, has got 1 run. Now he gears up to take on Shrey Parmar. Raj, the captain of New Jersey Titans in Phase 1 of the CBT of USPL, so a lot of experience backing him on this side.
Understands the game very well, understands this tournament very well. Raj Bhavsar. We've seen him become a stalwart for Gujarat while he was back in India, under 19 to under 25, featured in every single tournament, piling up runs, and of course with the spin troubling the batters. Stylishly played away, he's called for 2 as well. Might as well get more as it crattles the boundary rope.
Yeah, good looking shot that is from Bhavsar. Just flicks that one away onto the onside, and he'll get runs, 4 of them there. And Shrey Parmar, 2 boundaries in the over for him.
Started off with a 6 this over, then 2 dot balls. Sort of felt like the bowler is having the confidence to deliver a perfect over thereafter. Not to be, only a single after that. Ensured Raj Bhavsar comes back on strike, and this righty-lefty combination is troubling Shrey Parmar at the moment. He's bowling some great deliveries which would be great only for the right-handers, but the problem is he's bowling to Raj Bhavsar, who's a southpaw. Taking his own sweet time there, Shrey.
And Bhavsar might have the license to hit here. Never mind, no, he doesn't go. Actually, he could get 2. No, he won't. I thought that Santi was positioned a bit back. I didn't see he was over there. As that concludes the over. The score is 26 for 1 after 3 of the New Jersey Titans.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है, इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
No, I'm going to go here.
So Anis Ahmed will continue. Anis coming up for his second.
Anis has picked up a wicket and is looking confident. One of the better aspects about Anis is the fact that he's a very quick learner, I'm told. And Carolina Eagles would believe that he's found out the right length to be bowling on the big day, like a semi-final. You don't want him to be experimenting much. That is a poor delivery once again. Anything on the legs or off the hips, Raj Bhavsar would accept it gleefully to get off the mark, get going. 6 for 3 after getting a boundary now in the single. You want to bowl the most challenging ball first up to the batter, to try and set the tone nicely for the entire over. Not to be on that occasion. Still, the righty-lefty combination seems to be troubling the bowlers a bit.
So Vandit Prajapati is gearing up now, facing Anis Ahmed. And he'll just tuck it away. Ravish Kanchi is there, but a little bit of a misfield from him. Yeah, it's Carolina Eagles side needs to contain runs. The New Jersey Titans have a lot of batting, but so do the Carolina Eagles. They've got Nathaniel Mcdavid, Rajdeep Darbar, Rishikesh Amin, Sachin Citron, Ikwe Craig, Christopher Ramsaran, Anand Churi, Santi Santosh, Ravish Kanchi. So batting up to almost 10. They have the Carolina Eagles. And a lot of bowling as well, a lot of bowling options. They've got these two pacers that are bowling right now. And that's a risky run. If Ikwe directs hit, he would have been gone. If Ikwe had hit that one, Ikwe Craig, he was gone. He was back in the pavilion.
Oh, gone by a mile. Hardly made it to the frame. Decided to drag the bat as well, Vandit, but yes, a direct hit and it would have continued that run all the way to the pavilion.
Oh, and what a feeling it would have been to get Vandit Prajapati out. Vandit, a hard hitter, one of the most explosive batsmen he is.
Definitely, that's what the reputation tells us. But come the big day, 14 of 13, he's been kept quiet, especially because he's been looking for singles inside the 30-yard circle. It's a new dimension in the game that we haven't seen so far from Vandit. Someone loves the flashy starts, go inside out, utilize the first 6 overs. Boy, was it a good decision to send him up the order. New Jersey Stallions have, well, the New Jersey Titans, rather, have cracked the code here. But again, I've talked about the fact that Vandit needs that license to express himself and seems to have that at the moment. Raj Bhavsar 8 of 5. Providing a lovely extra pair of hands. Both them trying to steady the ship here. Don't want any collapse because it's a big, big game indeed for NJ Titans. You win, you advance. You lose, you go back home.
Good bowling from Anis so far. So far he's been good. And he's cleaned him up. As I was talking, he's been good. He's been even better now. Anis Ahmed, what a ball that is.
He's bowled it straight. I'm not sure if it bounced as much. Raj Bhavsar has missed a pretty straight ball. Jumping down the track and the ball doesn't bounce. Very, very painful for Raj Bhavsar. He's picked the right line, but the ball doesn't bounce. Anis picks up another wicket, and he's relishing the lack of bounce at the moment as he crattles the stump once again. This time, the batter did know that the ball had hit the stumps.
And in at number 4, I think that is Dev Singh now, the Jammu and Kashmir Ranji captain. He's represented the state of Jammu and Kashmir in the Ranji Trophy. And again, a leader in that side, the captain, a skipper. So a lot of responsibilities for him here today.
Oh, absolutely. He's got to bring all the experience into play come the big semi-final. Along with Vandit Prajapati too. Contrasting cricketers here. Vandit Prajapati, who's someone who loves to hit the ball from the middle of the bat in such a manner that he takes the leather of it. And someone who believes in more touch play.
So it'll be funny to see how this partnership brews. One technical batsman and one batsman that is very explosive. So you've got almost the opposites batting together.
That is the beauty of our sport, cricket. It's so accommodative that you could be of any kind in terms of your batting prowess or bowling prowess, the styles, but you always have a place. And if you're in USPL, you also have a platform to show your talent. CBTF USPL is what you're watching at the moment. Anis has picked up his second wicket and is brewing in confidence. He's got one more delivery to go. Courtesy all those singles that he gave away in a wicket, not a single boundary ball, and it's a priceless over in the power play. Quick single. And Vandit has decided to run come what may. 4 overs gone, 31 for 2.
And we are back. 4 overs completed here in this second semi-final between the New Jersey Titans and the Carolina Eagles. 2 wickets down for the New Jersey Titans. Daniel Williams and Mr. Raj Bhavsar, 2 left-handers back in the pavilion. And now 2 right-handers now on the middle as Rishikesh Amin is being introduced now. Rishi Amin, the best bowler so far in this CBTF USPL. A very good bowler. He is, Suhas.
Absolutely, and amongst his many plans is to pick up early wickets. His team's already done that with 2 strikes. He's inheriting a good scorecard. Can he keep the pressure on?
Now, Rishi Amin, a man of a lot of class. He's played a lot of cricket in New Jersey and New York. He's played a lot in the tri-state. I play a lot of cricket with him, weekend senior level cricket, a lot of in the Millennium Cricket League and the Cricket League of New Jersey.
You have to tell me about the sledging though.
Not a much of a sledger he is, a very quiet player, very good player, all about his cricket.
You don't let him stay quiet, do you?
No, not really, I don't. Good player, he is a very quality player though, Rishi. All of us youth players in the side, we all look up to him. A good man and a good player, so here he is now gearing up in an important matchup. Bowling to Dev Singh. Rishi Amin. It's a good ball from Rishi to start off. You'll see that nice front foot defense quite a lot from Dev Singh here, Suhas.
He's a very technically wonderful batsman. He's wearing the shirt of Noman, Dev Singh.
Oh yeah, Noman Iftikhar also back into the side. Plays alongside Rajdeep Darbar and Raj Bhavsar in the minor league for Manhattan Yorkers.
Absolutely, and Noman might be looking for his jersey at the moment. Rishikesh has started off well. It is excellent deliveries indeed. Pair television ball, as we say that, slightly short, just marginally short. And Dev Singh will pounce on this one and set it for 4.
Yeah, not a good ball that is by Rishi Amin. I was just talking about his class on that occasion, but he's just missed his line in length. And any short ball you bowl to a man of Dev Singh's class will be dispatched. So we'll get 4 of Dev Singh. And Rishi Amin, that's his first runs. So far it's not a very bad over. So far,
went at it with hard hands, and that's the mistake. It's a clean pickup, one-handed pickup. This is good cricket all around.
yeah, Sandy Santosh, that is a very good fielder in this Carolina Eagles side. I've seen him take so many running catches. And Sandy Santosh, a very good batsman and a very good fielder. So he's a man of high class.
Vandit gets to bat after a considerable period of time. And spin is something that he likes. And pacers are people he loves.
And they've got a sweeper in the deep, so 1 is 1, they'd say. I think it's Ravish Kanchi out in the deep.
37 for 2 with a ball to go to finish the 5th here. Rishikesh has gone for a boundary, but he's brought back that lid so wonderfully. And finishes with an absolutely magnificent delivery indeed. End of the first over for Rishikesh, gives away 6, 5 overs gone. NJ Titans 37 for 2.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
And a new change as well. I think Nathaniel Mcdavid is being given ball in hand. Nathaniel Mcdavid, a right arm leg spinner. I see him as a part-timer, but captain, last over of the power play. And Mcdavid is being given ball in hand now. So Nathaniel Mcdavid usually opens proceedings for the Carolina Eagles. He's now been given ball in hand. So a useful cricketer he is. You have Christopher Romsern out in the deep. You have him at a cow corner region. Christopher Romsern is there. You've got Santi Santosh at long on. Shripar Morris coming in mid-off. Then you've got, that's the only one. Those are the only 2 out. Yeah, because again, the power play last over of that. So you can only have those 2 outside the inner circle. Now, where does Nathaniel Mcdavid go here? He's going up against Vandit Prajapati, who likes to strike the ball everywhere along the ground, everywhere along the air. And I'll start with a dot ball. Good bowling that is from Nathaniel Mcdavid. Mcdavid, a very useful right arm leg spinner. And he'll just flick that one away. That's gone to the gap between Anand Churi and Rishi Amin, the 2 leaders of this team. And they'll get only... Oh, in fact, I think they've got 2 on that occasion. So Mcdavid now has runs on his board as a bowler.
Vandit Prajapati has been kept quiet by the opposition, and Carolina Eagles can be mighty proud of that. 18 of 17. He will be feeling itchy to do something different now, and that is when the opportunity presents itself to pick up a wicket. Nathaniel. Good delivery once again. Vandit wants that single. Today he's cultivating an innings. It's a different Vandit which just turned up today.
Yeah, I thought when Vandit would be here, it'd be bang bang from ball 1, but he's playing very safe cricket. I think he knows the stakes are high on this occasion.
Yeah, different Vandit has turned up today.
They're saying Shabash Natty, Shabash Natty. Well bowled there, Nathaniel. We call him Natty in the Carolina Eagles camp. And that's a bad ball, a bit short, but Christopher Romsern is there. I know he won't misfield that. Yeah, he's safely collected that one, Christopher Ramsaran. So far, a good over from McDavid, only 4 runs from it. So he's going to run a ball. And Rishikesh, obviously going to be being brought back in after this one.
Very good delivery once again. Just pushing Vandit on the back foot, and he's so quick through the air. Nathaniel. He just kept things quiet, and it's a great attribute to have. If you can do that in the first 6 overs, you are a wonderful bowler indeed. 2-1-1. 5 runs of it, the last ball coming up. Can Nathaniel close it out well? This one kept marginally low and will travel to the fence. The last ball had an appointment with the boundary rope, and that is problematic for Nathaniel.
Yeah.
6 overs gone, 46 for 2.
Bad ball that is by McDavid, a bit short of length there, and again a man of Dave Singh's class will never miss out on a ball like that. 46 for 2 are the New Jersey Titans at the conclusion of the power play.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
And we are back here. New Jersey Titans 46 for 2. 6 overs completed. And Rushi again being brought back in. One of the best in the business he is. One of the best in the business he is, Rushi Amin. So he's gearing up now to face. And he's gearing up now to bowl to Vandit Prajapati and Dave Singh. So we'll start with Vandit on guard. He'll have to get Vandit early. He'll have to get Vandit quick. Rushi Amin, where does he go? Good. That's a very good start from Amin. He'll concede a dot ball off his first. And Vandit Prajapati, we know, is a batsman that will not hold back. So here's Vandit. A short ball. He's pounced on that one. Ramsaran in the deep. Good fielding. That is from him. So only 1 run brings Dave Singh back on strike. That's lovely. Not a good ball. That is by Rushi Amin, but good work in the deep by Christopher Ramsaran. Also another bowling option for the Eagles side. Only 1 run. That's very good bowling from Amin. He's bowling exactly to where his field is. And a throw to Raj Deep's end. So again, a good start. 2 off 3 for Rushi Amin. And Captain Anand Churi will be pleased with his spin attack. He's got himself. He's got Rushi Amin, Ravish Kanchi still to bowl. Oh, a nice quicker one. He's got a very good quicker one there, Rushi Amin. They're rushing for 2. I think Vandit wanted 2, but no. That's good. A direct hit will take that. They'll take that any day of the week. The Carolina Eagles. Good coverage. That is by Christopher Ramsaran again. Now, the last time the New Jersey Titans played a semifinal was Phase 1, where they were destroyed by the Texas Cowboys, the team that lost today. And that's a very cheeky shot by Dave Singh. He'll get 2 regardless. Anisa Med in the deep. 214 was put up by the Texas Cowboys, courtesy of Jalal Dua's 108 and Chiranchu Bhatia's 63. And the New Jersey Titans bowled out for 56. A phone number scorecard, the highest score being Paresh Deshmukh of 22 off 14. So another semifinal for them today, And I don't think it will end in the same fate as the 50 comes up for them. And a dot ball to finish. 51 for 2 after 7 of the New Jersey Titans. And new bowler being introduced now today, Christopher Ramsaran. Christopher Ramsaran now. Left arm Chinaman he is. Now being introduced by Anand, the captain of the Carolina Eagles. Now Anand has gone to Christopher Ramsaran, the second option of leg spin, the first of a left hand Chinaman. He's got a left arm orthodox, a left arm Chinaman, and he's got a right arm leg spinner. So the Carolina Eagles seem to have every option in the book. They've got Rishi Amin at cow corner. The man of the tournament, I would say, a very good wicket taker he is. Anis Ahmed at deep square leg, long on, long off, and a sweeper. So Christopher Ramsaran has to get it right here. He's up against the fired Vandit Prajapati. And that's a bad ball to start off by Christopher Ramsaran. That's a full toss. And it's a no ball being signaled. And he'll go with 5 off of his first ball, which is not even a legal delivery. So bang goes Vandit Prajapati. And that is not the way you'd want to start. Vandit has got a free hit now upcoming against Christopher Ramsaran. Remember, Rajdeep Darbar behind the stumps cannot get him stumped if he steps out, but he can get him run out. So Christopher Ramsaran needs Vandit to step out on miss on this occasion, because I know Rajdeep is going to try to do something behind the stumps. And he goes for it again. Sandy Santosh in the deep. He will not misfield that. He's an exceptional fielder. He's one of the 5 fielders outside the inner circle. Remember, the power play has concluded. So you can have 5 fielders outside. They've got Rishi, Anis, Santi, Shrey, and that seems to be Ravish Kanchi, I think. And that's another bad ball. Christopher Ramsaran, what are you doing? It's another boundary. Seems to be slipping from his hands. And this is full toss practice for Vandit Prajapati. Vandit Prajapati and Dave Singh, both of them taking it on the charge now. And it's slipping out of the hands of Christopher Ramsaran. This is already 10 runs off 2 balls. Dave Singh gearing up now. Dave Singh. Now Christopher Ramsaran, what is going on here? You're a man of a lot of experience. A man highly respected in this Carolina Eagles camp. And that's overpitched, but straight to Shrey Parmar out in the deep. He stopped that one. That's a good comeback. A very good comeback by Christopher Ramsaran. You can hear encouragement out in the field. And I think gloves being changed by Vandit Prajapati. Now, it's very funny to see where Vandit will go here because he has 3 balls to go off Ramsaran's first over. And they've already got 11 runs. So I wonder, will Vandit go on the charge? He's already said he's played 24 balls. Or will Vandit just want to rotate the strike like he's been doing today? So Vandit is gearing up now. He had a change of gloves. He's got the hammer gloves, it seems. Maybe he's looking to hammer some down the ground. Romsern, where does he go? He goes up again. Only one run though. Straight promoter in the deep. That's good work. That's a very good comeback from Romsern. The initial balls he was bowling seemed to be slipping out of his hands. As, no, ladies and gentlemen, that is not Noman Iftikhar. That is Dev Singh. And he goes up and over on that occasion. No man will stop that as it runs away for a boundary. And Christopher Romsern, welcome to the semifinal of the CBTF USPL. Oh, bang. A lovely stroke. That is from Dev Singh. An expensive over here from Christopher Romsern, 16 from it. And you can hear Santi Santosh from the long on long off region just saying it takes one good ball, Chris. But he can't seem to get that one good ball yet as he's punched that straight to Shrey Parmar, who's misfielded it. That's not good fielding from the Carolina Eagles. That concludes the over. 20 from Christopher Romsern, 671 for 2 after 8.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So Nathaniel Mcdavid being introduced now. Mcdavid, the right arm leg spinner. And off him, I don't think they're going to try to accelerate. They've already got enough runs off Romsern's initial 6. So Nathaniel Mcdavid, he needs to bowl a good over here. 20 from Romsern's initial 6. I don't think he'll be brought back in. Oh, and that's missed everything. That's even missed Rajdeep's gloves. And I think he'll get 4 of those. Yep, you could see the wave there by the umpire. A very coolish wave. Kind of like a beach wave, that is. And I think that's actually touched the bat. In fact, it has. So, runs, that is, for Dev Singh. He's 31 off 16. A man who's very technical, already on the charge. And aggressive intent from Dev Singh, but will not get anything on it. But he will get a single. Yeah, Shrey Parmar out in the deep. That's a good throw. That's a very good comeback from Shrey after a misfield for 4 in the initial over of Christopher Romsern. Yeah, Christopher Romsern, an experienced campaigner, played in the CPL and many different leagues. Oh, that's good wrist work from Dev Singh. I think he wants 2. Rishi Amin, he's quick though. They're quick. Santi Santos, Rishi Amin throws at the keeper's end. I'll get there though. Dev Singh is quick. I think Vandit is asking for a new bat. I think he wants to go up and over now. Vandit. Vandit just wants to hit everything. Come on, Vandit. You don't got to do that. You don't have to do that. Mcdavid. And Mcdavid, good fielding from him. He knows how important dot balls are in this situation. That will conclude his over. 80 for 2 after 9 are the New Jersey Titans.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So Rishikesh Amin, the vice captain, is being brought in now. Captain Anand goes to Rishi Amin whenever he needs a wicket. And he's a very reliable bowler, Rishi Amin. I mean, if I was Anand, without 3 doubts in my mind, I would go for Rishi Amin with ball in hand. They also have a very experienced campaigner in Rajdeep Darbar. So 4 leaders they have in this side today. So Rishi Amin is gearing up. He has to break this partnership. And we'll only get one. It's tickled away onto the offside. Onto the onside. Oh, my apologies. And Rishi Amin. See, if Rishi Amin is not a wicket taker, he's an economical bowler. The top 5 bowlers in this tournament all have 12 wickets. Rishi being number 1 because of his economy. So he literally proves the fact that if he does not take wickets, he's an economical bowler. And that's what makes him one of the best in the business. Wherever he plays, he has that role as a bowler. He's a proper all-rounder, can provide with a bat, a left-handed bat as well. I remember in one game in the Millennium Cricket League, he scored a very nice 100. Got the opportunity to bat alongside him, as that's a good-looking shot by Dave Singh. Oh, I think Ikwe stopped that one. Ikwe Craig in the deep. Very good work. Very, very good work. That is from Mr. Ikwe Craig. We call him KP. KP, Kyron Pollard. A big hitter of the ball. He is Ikwe Craig. And a good-looking cut shot. That is Ravish Kanchi. Can he get to that? Yes, he will. The throws at the keeper's end. Could be in trouble. Is not in any trouble there. Vandit Prajapati. His partnership is building. 56 already off 36. So, almost up to that first psychological mark. That second psychological mark. And that's a nice scoop. That's a very nice scoop shot by Vandit Prajapati. He'll get 4 of those. And I think Rishi Amin has gone... Yeah, he's gone short on that occasion, and Vandit is just dancing. Well, this is not ballerina class. This is a cricket field. And Vandit is mixing both of them here. A good-looking stroke regardless by Vandit Prajapati. And Rishi Amin has 1 to go. This has been a decent over by him. Has conceded 10 runs. He'll have to end with a wicket, though, Rishi Amin. He has to go to that quicker one. His wicket-taking ball, I would say. Yeah, he does go to that one. And he'll get 1. He'll only get 1. Vandit wants that strike, as I will conclude the over. 91 for 2 after 10 are the New Jersey Titans.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that... हाँ बेबी कुछ नहीं
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया कर लूंगा
ऐसे मत लेट किया करो।
3 minutes
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है
रखो हाँ
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में इम्पॉसिबल मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर मिक्स कवर और 3 minutes में रेडी MTR 3 minute ब्रेकफास्ट इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट
And it seems like Vandit and Dave are just having a little change in equipment. And Mcdavid coming back for his 3rd. So Rishi Amin only has 1 to go now. He'll probably save him for the death, the skipper Anand. He'll keep his deputy towards the end of the innings where things are getting a bit tighter. And Mcdavid after this will have 1. But Mcdavid might bowl out because there's no need to bowl Mcdavid at the end as a leggy. Not a genuine leggy, he's a part-time bowler. But he's been utilized very well, kind of like a Deepak Huda in this Carolina Eagles side. So Mcdavid, Vandit Prajapati. Starts with 1. He won't throw Sachin Seecharan. Very, very surprising because Sachin Seecharan and Sachin Tendulkar both were number 10. So a bit of resemblance there. Maybe achieving GOAT status there. Dev Singh just punches it straight back to Nathaniel Mcdavid. That's lovely from him. Lovely from Mcdavid. They'll get dots wherever they can get it.
What's the score here? 92 for 2.
$92 for 2 are the New Jersey Titans. 10.3 overs done, and Dev Singh gearing up. This is very good from Mcdavid. Lovely work. He's got 2 balls to go now, and he's just bowled 3 consecutive dots. Lovely, lovely work. This is from Mcdavid. He's got 2 to go now. Has to bowl in the right areas.
He's not been amongst the wickets, but he's kept it very tight. Here is another dot delivery. A single of the first ball and then nothing of it thereafter. Can he finish off well? 1 more delivery left to finish the 10th. 11th rather. Mcdavid gets it on the leg side and it is an error which he will repent. Dev Singh gets another boundary. Beautiful position that he gets into. Just a free flow of the bat thereafter. The ball is not going to stop itself for sure. Go explore the city. 11 overs gone. 96 for 2 in J Titans.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी and then
हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
And skipper Anand is going to himself now. Right arm off spinner. So they've got everything here, the Carolina Eagles. They have a left arm orthodox in Rishi Amin, a left arm Chinaman in Christopher Ramsar, and right arm leg spinner in Nathaniel Mcdavid, and 2 right arm off spinners in Anand Churi and Ravish Kanchi here.
It's always wonderful to have the variety, especially in T20 format. And you got to say that Anand is spoiled for choice. Anand, the skipper, is spoiled for choice. Decides to roll his arm over. Got to find a way to break this partnership. NJ Titans, they're doing really well on a wicket that is playing some tricks for the batters. Vandit Prajapati realizes this didn't bounce as much, and it's not the first time it's happened in the day.
And only 1 there. Anand, good bowling. He's got a good sweeper fielder in Ravish Kanchi. So Anand has to bowl at the right areas here today. He has to stop. He has to stop runs. He has to stop the blood flow of runs. They have a run rate of 8.6, a projected score of 164. And that's a bad ball. That's a very bad ball. That's coming to the Meania center here. That is a very bad ball from Anand Churi, short of length. As you can see here. Suhas.
Didn't have to do much there. Was waiting for this ball for ages, it feels like. Dev Singh. Dev Singh's decided to give it a tonk. Yeah, rightly called. It was a very poor delivery. When anything on the shorter side, he'll go after it. Dev Singh's eyes lit up. 45 of 26. What a good innings this is turning out to be. Come the big semi-final. Bandit's 42 of 35 has been surprisingly quieter. 100 comes up and in tremendous style for NJ Titans. 103 for 2.
So, Anand now is gearing up after being dispatched for a CBTF maximum by Dave Singh. Anand and he'll just flick that one away. Dave Singh, he's running very fast. I think he wants 2. And he'll get 2 any day of the week. A slip from Mcdavid. That's good running between the wickets by the New Jersey Titans. Anand, he's got 2 to go now. He's conceded 9 off his initial 4. And he goes up, he goes over. Dave Singh has hit that for a CBTF maximum. A lovely stroke. Watch your car, save your legs, Dave Singh.
The style quotient and elegance quotient is just increasing as this innings is progressing. This is a clean hit. Dave Singh is a lovely reader of the length. And anything in his slot, his eyes will go agog. Down on one knee, puts it away for 6. Nelson once again, 111 for 2. The second 6 of the over.
And that does bring up 50 as well for Dave Singh. 53 off 28, 7 boundaries and 2 CBTF maximums.
Not quite sure if he still knows that he's reached the half century, not even subdued celebrations. That's because the job is yet to be done. The job of putting up a total which is respectable enough to be defended eventually. They know it's a matter of 2 games. If NJ Titans can bring their A game on both those matches, in both those matches, boy, are they in for a lovely, lovely championship to relish. 12 overs gone, 112 for 2.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
कितनी बार बोला है ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
Twelve overs gone, 112 for 2. Bandit Prajapati, 42 of 35, is surprisingly the quieter as Dave Singh is off to a flying start. 54 at just 29. What an innings he's playing come the big day. Well, Nathaniel was taken to the cleaners initially. Now 23 in his 3 overs. He's done decently. Just one more over up his sleeve and captains decided to bowl him out in the 13th. He's off for a single which doesn't exist, and just at the right time, Bandit Prajapati returns. That could make for a good movie title. Bandit Prajapati returns.
Mcdavid coming in. Oh, that stayed low, but straight to Craig if he hits it. Not the best of throws. A straighter throw to Rajdeep's gloves could have had the man in trouble. Bandit Prajapati, that is, would have been in some trouble.
CBTF, most reliable gaming platform. CBTF Spin News, the fastest cricket news in the world. You want to get some cricket news, no matter where you are in the world, log on to CBTF. Oh, that's Scott from the best part of the bat. It's flying away in no time. Once again, Bandit Prajapati joins the party.
Yeah, good looking stroke. That is from Bandit Prajapati as he goes up and over. Just a slog sweep, that is. And bang, a CBTF maximum.
Terrific hitting this. Both the batters taking turns to put the bowlers away. 48 of 36 now, Bandit Prajapati. Dev Singh's already reached his half century, 55 of just 31 balls. Not only has this partnership built the momentum they require and the platform they require for a big finish here, the NJ Titans, but this partnership has come off a great time indeed. McDavid, his reply is slightly good length. Just like the fact that one ball he's dancing down the track, another ball he's sitting deep inside the crease. Vandit Prajapati just one away from what would be another terrific half century for Vandit Prajapati. Has this knack of scoring centuries every weekend where he plays. No matter where he plays, now it'll be another single. As Dev Singh, oh, it might be more. It might be more just before it reaches the fence. But that little misfield will allow another single to be taken. What should have been comfortably only a single has turned into two. That means Dev Singh is going to face the final ball of the over as well. And Vandit Prajapati has got to wait to the non-strikers in to try and get to his half century. Oh, that's got height. And it's also growing. It's growing. Its wings is growing. And the wings will do the trick. Another six. And that six would mean it's the second of the over. And it ends Nathaniel's stay with the ball in hand. 4 overs, 39 without a wicket. Not the kind of figures that he'll be proud of. Dev Singh moves on to 63 of 33. 128 for 2.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
And after a very good over from a New Jersey Titans perspective, 16 runs from it, concluding Nathaniel Mcdavid's spell with the ball. I think Ravish Kanchi is now being introduced. Ravish Kanchi, right arm off spinner for the Carolina Eagles. Now Vandit Prajapati, the man to gear up to get strike, is only one away now from his half century. Vandit Prajapati, a man that in the last semi-final was dismissed only for 2 runs. And now, on this occasion, different semi-final, different phase. He's gearing up for a CBTF half-century. And Ravish Kanchi has got a lot to do here. He has a lot of expectations on his shoulders. The captain has thrown him the ball. Ravish, 7 overs to go. I need a breakthrough from you, buddy.
This is excellent batting from NJ Titans. 128 for 2 on a track which is keeping low at times. Is a very good effort indeed. Ravish Kanchi has got to up the ante with a wicket. Is the best way to do so. McDavid's gone for runs and 40 of them almost in his 4 overs. Now Ravish Kanchi introduced. First ball to Vandit. Little itchy to get to the single. Perhaps knows that he's on 49. Little itchy to get to the other end. Vandit, for a man who didn't score anything in the previous game, was eager to get going. Oh, good delivery. Slightly quicker as well from Kanchi.
Yeah, Ravish Kanchi, an experienced campaigner, has played a lot of cricket back in India, representing the Haryana Cricket Association.
But get that single this time though. Vandit Prajapati gets to a well-compiled half-century, 50 or 40 balls in a game that he'd never forget. Thanks the stars, as he knows that the job is just half done. Gets the opportunity, gets the responsibility. Boy, does he deliver. Excellently fielded, but would still take that single. Dev Singh.
Regardless, that's a good ball from Ravish Kanchi. A good attempt that is by Christopher Ramsar, and he's definitely stopped 4 runs. Saved 3 runs for the team, and now is Vandit Prajapati. Yeah,
It's important that Vandit doesn't get carried away with that milestone.
yeah, as he crunches that one onto the onside. Yeah, Vandit, he might have to just turn the jets on now. He's got, after the 6 overs to go. So, don't know where he wants to go now. Might just tell Dave Singh, Dave, you've been playing very good, so you keep going. But where does Kanchi go now? Kanchi, so far a very economical over from him. And the scoop, the ramp shot, that is, I think that will beat Ikwe Craig. No, it won't. That's a good piece of fielding from Craig as they'll scamper away for 2.
That's a very good throw indeed. Just collecting on top of the stumps there, the keeper. Ended the over. 14 overs gone. 1-3 for 2.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
14 overs gone, 133 for 2. Ravish Kanchi's first over yielded just 3. Be interesting to see the bowling change that the captain decides to go with at the other end as well. It's got to be Christopher to roll his arm over. Vandit Prajapati, who's gotten to 51 of just 41, is looking dangerous. Dev Singh is a ticking time bomb as well. Vandit Prajapati even more so because he's kept quiet for a while. Vandit Prajapati, someone who loves to score centuries, knows how to cultivate an innings, but a complete team man, not looking for his personal milestone every time. First ball from Christopher.
Yeah, Shrey Parmar, that is in the deep. Just fields that one and throws it right back to Ram Saran. So only one off his first. A lot of faith in Captain Anand Churi. Ram Saran was hit for 20 in his first 6. So being brought back in now shows the faith that Anand Churi has in Christopher Ram Saran.
Christopher started off once, twice. Those were false starts.
Nice fielding that is from Ravish Kanchi at point. A good stop from him. And a dot ball, a very important dot ball. So Christopher Ram Saran, if his over goes for less than 6 is what he'd be hoping for now, considering the destruction that could be brought by these two.
Absolutely, Arjun. Anything less than 6 is a very good over indeed. Good throw, good collect as well.
Yeah, dot balls have to be very important at this stage now. The fast 5 coming up in 3 overs, so a very crucial over this is for Christopher Ram Saran. He has to get his line and length correct. Yeah, no timing on that occasion. Dave Singh only gets 1. So 2 from 4. This is a good over so far from Ram Saran.
What a quiet over this has turned out to be. Christopher has done an excellent job. Even though it was expensive in the first over. That's
oh,
close.
He's given it. A very nice stumping. That is from Rajdeep Darbar. And he's got Vandit Prajapati, Christopher Ram Saran. A very good wicket. That is applause from the New Jersey Titans side. But still, great glove work from him.
Well, had to be very quick in collecting and then dislodging the bails. Seems to have done a tremendous job indeed. He sent Vandit Prajapati back just when we were starting to look dangerous. Vandit Prajapati will find himself in the pavilion. 135 for 2. Vandit Prajapati, after an excellent innings, would be greeted in the dugout. As NG Titans 135 for 3 is what they find themselves in. One more ball to go to finish the 15th. Christopher's first over was expensive. Second over was vital and very tight. Just gave away 2 runs and has already picked up a wicket. Now needs to close it out well. There isn't a better chance of doing so as well, as he'll be bowling to a new man in.
Yeah, new man. I think that's Sunil Kumar possibly. Oh no, that's actually Neil Patel.
Dev Singh joined by Neil Patel, who'll face his first ball. Again, a lot of experience in the side. NJ Titans have gone the experience way for the big match. Wonderful attempt. We'll get that single nonetheless, but that could have been more. Greg is one of the better fielders, and this is why. He's just showing why. 15 overs gone, 136 for 3.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी.
रखो. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
So Anis Ahmed coming back in after bowling his initial 2 overs. He's being brought back in now for the fast 5 here in the first innings of the second semi-final between the Carolina Eagles and the New Jersey Titans.
Yeah, who is going to join Pennsylvania Cavaliers? Would it be the NJ Titans or would it be Carolina Eagles? 15 overs, 136 for 3. NJ Titans after being put into bat. One of the better aspects and one of the beauties of this particular game, the second semi-final, is the fact that the team which won the toss decided to bowl first while the opponents wanted to bat anyway. So the toss is redundant, which sort of makes the plans in such a manner even more effective that either side would have for themselves. Makes this contest even more watchable, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a good-looking shot, but straight to Christopher Ramsden out in the deep. So Anis now again, similar to Christopher Ramsden's over, where he conceded only 3. He'd want this over to go for about 6 or less. An economical stop they'd need.
What a good comeback by Christopher. Just 3 runs and a wicket in that over. Now for the fast 5, Anis has started off with a single. It was a poor delivery, which could have been put away for more for sure. It's good to see Dev now nurdling the ball around. He's got for the second as well. He'll call for the second and get the second even before the throw starts to come in. Good job.
Yeah, a little misfield that from the captain, Anand Churi. It's gone through him on that occasion, and now Dev Singh on 67 off 39 now. He's batting very nice.
Good delivery. Anis bowling according to the plan. No, that's a little misfield. We'll get more. The second run is on once again. They've done a bit of running in this over, Dev and Neil.
Yeah, Neil and Dave been running quite a lot. 141 up for the New Jersey Titans. 9 away from their 3rd team milestone.
What is it with the 3-letter names and good batsmanship and bowling in NJ Titans? Powerfully struck, but we'll take it on the bounce. Excellently fielded there.
Yeah, Sandy Santosh, very good at the long on, long off region. So he'll stop that for sure. Very good work from him in the deep.
You tell me, Aryan, what is it with the 3-letter syllables, like 3-letter words, 3-letter names, and NJ Titans? Dave, Neil, and the captain Tej.
You also got Raj.
Yeah, Raj as well.
Bhavsar. Udit Patel as well, even though he's got 4 letters.
Is that an unwritten rule to be there in their side?
Well, I don't know.
Powerfully struck. But again, we'll keep Sandy busy. Sandy's been up for the task twice in 2 times, like twice in this over for sure. And he's someone who can field inside the 30-yard circle with equal prowess and ease, as he does in the deep as well.
See, the one good thing is 7 runs from this over. Finis can at least give maybe even a single. 8 runs from it won't be that bad. He's got 4 to go after, and he tries to go up and over. Does not get timing, but will get 1 regardless. So again, a good finish that is. 8 runs from the over. 144 for 3 are the New Jersey Titans with 4 overs to go.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
Now, I think this is a good move by the captain, Anand, going back to Ramsaran after he's having some good momentum. He bowled a very nice second over, was hit for 20 in his first 6, and then came back, took three runs off the board and 1 wicket. So he's given the ball back to Christopher Ramsaran. 4 overs to go. Rishi Amin has 1, Shrey Parmar 2, and Anis Ahmed 2 as well.
So if Christopher bowls the 17th and then the 19th one gets trickier with Christopher. He's got a nice slow approach. Oh, powerfully struck, and that's growing wings. No stopping that one too. Bye-bye.
And a good-looking stroke that is. Dave Singh, you give him anything on the up. Player of his class. He's played the Ranji Trophy. He'll hit that one for a CBTF maximum. So the first of this over here.
What innings. This has turned out to be 77 of 43, and it's still not done. Dave Singh marginally full. You bowl a touch full and the ball disappears. You bowl a touch short, the ball disappears. The error, the margin of error is very little. Brian signalling wide on that occasion. This man, Dave Singh, watch out. Anything that's in the arc doesn't deserve to stay in the park, and now he's looking in murderous mood indeed. Swift hands through this one. Ball sneaks through. The second line of defense will cut it off. 2 more taken. It's a test of temperament. This innings is a test of fitness for Dev. He's been converting the singles into 2s quite often and is a good judge of the length as well. And sometimes when he hits it, because he knows how hard he's hit it, he's already calculated if he can get to the second run or no. He's got some good pairings too. Neil Patel, quick runner between the wickets, fresh legs with just 3 runs of 3 balls. Neil Patel has run more than he scored for himself. He's run more for his partner. Christopher was very optimistic with that appeal. He was definitely having that extra bit of height as well. Oh, he was targeting that outside edge, the under edge. He was appealing for the under edge, but there was nothing on it. Very stylishly played away. We'll get that single.
Yeah, and finally Dave Singh off the strike. Hands it over to Neil Patel now, who's got 4 balls to go. So he's got 2 balls to go. He needs 2 dot balls. It's already gone for 10 this over. 154 is up for the New Jersey Titans. So 20 balls to go now. The last 20 balls. I want to swing and a miss. That is a good ball from Christopher Ramsaran. Now 1 to go only. And a good dot ball that is from him.
A very good ball. But the keeper misses it. Would be a single. Christopher's not a happy man. He wanted to end with a dot ball. By signaled. 17 overs gone. 155 for 3.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3-minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3-minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
See, now, Suhas, I'm not the captain here, but I'll offer my I'll offer my words of advice here. So if I were Anand, you have 3 overs to go. What I would do is now, I would give this over to Ravish Kanchi, the next over to Anis Ahmed, and the final 19th over to be bowled by Rushi Amin.
So no more Christopher for you. He bowls 3 overs. He's done and dusted with.
Yeah, I think Chris is done. Had a good over, a good first over, but he's
had a
proving to be
fantastic
bit-
second over.
Yeah, fantastic second over. Sorry about that. A very good second over. Not the greatest of first overs, and a comeback in this third over. But I believe, again, with the wicket-taking ability of Rushi Amin in that last over, that possibly would prove to be a good X factor for the Carolina Eagles. But Captain Anand decides to bowl him now. So I wonder if they'll possibly give Shrey Parmar an opportunity to bowl at the death.
Shrey Parmar's got the skills as well to deliver at the death. He's got a good slower delivery. He's got a good back of a length.
See, the thing with... That's a good piece of wicket keeping and bowling both.
It's keeping low at times, and they've got to be wary of it.
Yep.
Neil Patel swung his bat twice now.
The thing with Shrey Parmar, he has a lot of pace. He's like Pujan mode. He has a lot of pace. So when Pujan is in the zone, when Pujan is bowling the right line and lengths, and he's troubling the batsman, that's a very good day for him. As the keeper misses that one, Rajdeep, I think that'll run away for 4 byes. In fact, it does. But as I was mentioning, the thing with him, he's very similar to Pujan Modi, because we saw this in Phase 1, where Shrey Parmar was taken on the charge, usually in the power play and in the death overs. So one thing that I've seen, he's only bowled 2 overs now, and if I were the captain, I'd hold him back a bit. That's why I said I would go with Ravish now. He bowled a very good first over, conceding only 3 runs. So surprised he's being held back. And then go with Rushi Amin in the death and Anis Ahmed with the second last, because that second last over is so crucial for any bowling side.
Absolutely. And I think the second last over is also crucial because of the momentum factor in T20 cricket. Kept low but well negotiated. Will get a single. It's important that the dot balls do not pile up. Some pressure was anyways vented, even though it was an excellent delivery because the keeper couldn't get the gloves to it. It was a very difficult take had he got it to it though. Oh, that is flying. This should be taken. No. Thank you. Yeah, there was no power on this one. It was more like an afterthought. He's thrown his wicket away over here.
Yeah, very good ball that is by Rushi Amin, and Dave Singh, a very well-made 80 from him, I have to say. He's played a very good cameo for his side. 80 runs. He was 20 short from his first 100 in this USPL, but again, a lot of applause as Sunil Kumar walks out in the middle. The New Jersey Titans, 160 for 4 after 17.4. And real quick, we'd like to thank our title sponsor, CBTF Speed News, the fastest cricket news website in the world, as well as the most reliable gaming platform in the world. And a quick thank you to our associate sponsor, MTR. Now the thing is, they've got 14 balls to go. 160 is the score. Anything at 190, I would say 190 or less should be good. Should be a very good score for the Carolina Eagles. They have deep batting. What do you have to say about that, though, Suhas? What do you think would be a good total for Carolina Eagles batsmen to chase this down?
Well, they'd be trying to restrict this opposition within 185. I'm just suggesting 185 would be a good total to try and chase it down because the wicket's up and down. Oh, there is no stopping this either. The sixes are getting bigger and bigger. Just an extension of arms here from Neil. In a one-handed effort, this is pure timing. Wow, what a hit.
Yeah, good-looking stroke that is from Neil Patel. CBTF maximum off Rushi Amin's final ball. A good over for him. He's taken the key wicket, and he's gone for 1 wicket after his 4 overs. Last 12 coming up.
167 for 4, 12 balls left here. Anis Ahmed has done well, 21, 2 wickets for show for his 21. A final over for him. It's the penultimate over of NJ Titans innings.
So Anis Ahmed now to bowl the second last over, so at least one of my predictions has come true. And Anis Ahmed, a man of a lot of class, so I think Shrey Parmar might be bowling the last over. And he's cleaned him up. A very good ball that is. That's 3 for Anis Ahmed. The stump has gone backwards.
The ways of breaking the stumps indeed. This is difficult to set the furniture. He's missed the straight ball. Again, he's targeted the base of the stumps. And there was once upon a time where the top of off used to exist. 167 for 5.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
And only 11 balls to go now. Anis Ahmed has 3 wickets here. Anis. Oh, very good. Very, very good bowling from Anis. That one just came a bit up off the surface there, Suhas.
It's difficult to play Anis Ahmed. One ball's testing your shin. The other one's coming up till torso. All he has got to do is target the stumps. You don't know which one is going to keep low. And he's such a skiddy customer as well that you get no time to react.
Lovely bowler he is, Anis. A very good batsman as well. He can do it all. He can field, he can bat, he can bowl. A very valuable asset he is to this Eagles side. But that's gone for half a dozen there. Save your legs, Neil Patel, CBTF maximum.
A 6 the moment it left the bat. Standing tall. This one bounced to a comfortable height as well. Just went through with a shot. And great camera follow. Great ball follow.
So the projected score of the current net run rate, which is 9.4, or current run rate, 9.4, is a projected score of 186. So 186, as we were mentioning, is on par for the Carolina Eagles. Because, again, with their batting lineup, I'd say 190 or below should be a good chaseable score for this side. We're in for a good matchup of cricket here at the SUNY Purchase ground.
Neil Patel's shot suggests that 190 is on the cards.
But again, Anis Ahmed's bowling, that skiddy type of ball, that variation could show collapse in the lower middle order for the New Jersey Titans. He has to finish strong here, Anis. He's just been hit for a CBTF maximum, but that's all right because one ball can just take Neil Patel back to the pavilion. He's gone short. He's crunched that. Christopher Ramsarn's on that all day, though. Yep, he's there all day. A very good fielder. Take 2, that's all right.
A good cricket all around. Fantastic fielding. Excellent running. No, there's going to be another run. This is sloppy. This is very, very sloppy from Carolina Eagles. Christopher Ramsarn saved 2 vital runs for his side and suddenly realizes as he looks up he's only saved 1.
Yeah, it's not very smart cricket from the Eagles on that occasion, but they're a very good team. They're a very good side. Yeah, that's a good comeback from Anis. I like that. I like that, Anis. Good stuff there. Now he's got one ball to go now, Anis.
That's a perfect short ball, the perfect bouncer. The best type of delivery when you're bowling the fourth and fifth delivery.
Now Anis Ahmed, where does he go now? Well, he gets hit. Will he get hit for half a dozen? Well, he'll get hit for a one bounce four there. He'll end the over 181 for 5. Last 6 coming up for the New Jersey Titans.
Still gets into a good position. I thought he went too close to the ball to play that shot, not to be Devash. And Neil Patel, it was a 181 for 5.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
Last 6 here for the Carolina Eagles with ball in hand. And they've gone to Shrey Parmar. Express pace, Shrey Parmar, a big fan of the Eagles we were talking about. Represents the New England Eagles in the minor league. In the USPL, he represents the Carolina Eagles. So, might be a fan of that particular bird, don't you think, Suhas?
If he can soar like one, then no complaints whatsoever. You got Christopher swooping like that, like an eagle. When the ball comes towards him or slightly away.
Now, what Shrey Parmar might have in mind here is because 181 is the score of the New Jersey Titans. So Shrey Parmar has 6 balls to limit, I'd say, 8 runs. If he gives 8 runs or less, that will be considered a good over in my books if I were Anand and the Carolina Eagles.
181 at the moment, and Neil Patel's 19 of 11 cannot be undermined for New Jersey Titans. I'm still in the minor league setup, is it?
Possibly could be.
No, USPL's equally wonderful. This one kept low. You got to be careful as a keeper as well, because you know it's express pace coming towards you.
Yeah, keeping on the surface is not one of the easier things to do. And a good start from Shrey. Good keeping by Rajdeep Darbar. Behind the stumps, Rajdeep, an experienced campaigner. The captain of the Manhattan Yorker side in the minor league, and their experienced wicket taker likes to back the youth a lot, as from what we've seen. And a very good wicket keeper.
Absolutely, and 5 more deliveries to go here. Shrey's got to find the base of the stumps, I feel, because it's not bouncing as much. No, it's gone for the shorter delivery for some reason, and the ball will fly. It's gone the distance. Neil Patel's playing an innings of substance towards the end. Moves on to 25 with just 13.
A CBTF maximum, that is, from Neil Patel, and an unneeded delivery, I would say, Suhas, by Shrey Parmar. I mean, you're bowling good of length, you're hitting it hard on the surface. You could get a skid up. Why bowl short when there's no one back at fine leg, there's no one at third man, there's no one behind the stumps?
And a track of this kind, you're better served if you're trying to make the ball zoot a little bit more. Borrow a leaf out of Anis's book. He was pacey, bowling it within the stumps and breaking it at times.
Now Shrey has 4 balls to come back from that maximum. Where does he go? He goes full of length and gets dispatched for one more CBTF maximum. That's 12 off 3. Neil Patel on the charge.
Moves on to 193, New NJ Titans. They move on to 193 in some style. Neil Patel stands tall, puts bat to ball, and it disappears. He's making 6 hitting look so simple. 31 at just 14. This is a priceless innings.
Now, I was mentioning this in the beginning. That's why I said I wouldn't give Shrey Parmar the last over, because he's express pace. And on a ground like this, where the V is a short boundary, someone with Shrey Parmar's pace can easily get tapped just off the middle for a CBTF maximum.
He's missed his mark twice now. Surprise factor is what it was supposed to be, but the bouncer was an invitation to hit it for 6. Now that he's already taken care of the bouncer. He knows there's another one not coming towards him. Neil Patel waits for the one which is pitched up and smashes it away. That's another problem of bowling a bouncer early in the over. Good Yorker, good change in pace. What's that? Second would be suicidal. Will stick with a single. Sandy Santosh, quick to get to the ball.
Now the goal has possibly changed for Shrey. 194, so at least do not concede a CBTF maximum. Keep it under 200. You've got to have that psychological mark that it's not at 200. Again, the highest runs that have been chased by the Carolina Eagles in the CBTF USPL has been 203.
This should be taken. This should be catch practice indeed. And pouched comfortably. That's the end of Devarsh.
Yeah, no celebrations there. They know that that's just regulation at this point. But as I was mentioning, the Carolina Eagles have chased successfully the highest total of 203 against the Texas Cowboys, the first semifinalists of today. And the highest that they've put up batting first, 212. So chasing a total like 200 for them is not that difficult. A good over from Shrey Parmar so far, a good comeback, because a wicket doesn't just mean one wicket for him, it also means a dot ball for the team.
Absolutely. And the best dot ball in the world is a dot ball that provides a wicket, isn't it, Aryan? One ball coming up. The last ball from Shrey. He's called it off. He's got to run in again. 13 runs to the last over with one ball to go. Noman's walked out to the middle.
So I was going to say, Noman Iftikhar. Dave Singh had Noman Iftikhar's jersey, so is Noman wearing Dave's jersey?
No, he's walked out with Noman's jersey. Perhaps just in time for him to find out the next pair. He's swung and he's missed it. A dot ball to end the innings. NJ Titans manage 194. And Shrey is also amongst the wickets, even though he went for runs. 13 runs at the final over and a wicket, and a 95. 195 is the number that men in red and black would be looking for. Carolina Eagles, can they fly to 195? That's the bigger question. We'll wait and watch as we bring every ball of that run chase in just a moment. I'm Suhas Vedam, joined by the voice of USPL, Aryan. We'll meet you soon. We've got Vandit Prajapati from NJ Titans. Vandit, a half century must be very pleasing, especially when you're a little itchy to get going.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of an emotional knock for me. My dog passed away a couple of days ago. It was pretty emotional for me to come here. I want to dedicate my knock to my dog, Zara. And it was pretty emotional for me the entire day. I was very, very itchy to come out to the field, dedicate this game to her. And yeah, I'm pretty happy where NJ Titans are currently. A good total on board, and I think we're pretty comfortable defending it.
Sorry to hear that, first of all. But well, when you come to a big game like this, do you prepare differently mentally as well, apart from what you were going through at a personal level?
Like I said, like I take every game as a normal game, but this game it was a touch emotional for me because of what happened in my personal life. But when it comes to cricket, I just try to stay focused, take every game as a normal game, and each game is a new opportunity for me. And I just wanted to do well for the team. We knew that if we bat long with IC, we could get a good total. We just wanted to get runs 8 to 10 per over in the middle overs so that we can get somewhere closer to 200, and that worked for us.
And the run chase underway here. Not really off the mark in terms of runs, but in terms of the batsmen getting ready and gearing up now. The Carolina Eagles batsmen with only one thing in mind. 195 in 20 overs. 195 in 20 overs. 195 in 120 balls is the only thing going through the mindset of the Carolina Eagles camp, the Carolina Eagles captain, and the Carolina Eagles batsmen. That's the only thing going through their mind right now. 195 to book the second ticket to the glamorous, the luxurious final tomorrow. Again, here at the beautiful SUNY Purchase Ground. The NJ Titans, they're the fielding team. They're about to walk in, led by pace bowlers Noman Iftikhar, Tej Patel, Udit Patel, as well as the spinners in Raj Bhavsar, Vandit Prajapati, and Gurmeet Dadlani. So they have a lot of options on this occasion here. The New Jersey Titans, and you could see that what this means to them. They've put up a huge score. Dev Singh, courtesy of Dev Singh and Vandit Prajapati, as well as a nice cameo by Neil Patel. 52 from Vandit, 80 from Dev, 32 not out from Neil Patel. That is what got them to that base of 194, the New Jersey Titans. And you could already see on the middle, before the team has even walked out, are the Carolina Eagles opening batsmen Nathaniel Mcdavid and Rajdeep Darbar. And Darbar to gear up and take strike. So Rajdeep Darbar and Nathaniel Mcdavid, both the Eagles batsmen opening today's proceedings for them. 195 is the only thing on their mark today. And you can see the New Jersey Titans team roster consists of a lot of individuals. Consists of the following: Vandit Prajapati, Daniel Williams, Raj Bhavsar, Dev Singh, Neil Patel, Sunil Kumar, Devarsh Gandhi, Noman Iftikhar, Udit Patel, Gurmeet Dadlani, and Tej Patel. And the Carolina Eagles 11 includes Captain Anand Churi, Santi Santosh, Ravish Kanchi, Nathaniel Mcdavid, Anis Ahmed, Christopher Ramsaran, Rajdeep Darbar, Shrey Parmar, Rushikesh Amin, Sachin Citron, and Ikwe Craig. So 195 needed for the Carolina Eagles, with Rajdeep Darbar gearing up to face Tej Patel, and that gives me the opportunity to say good afternoon to Mr. Suhas Vedam, a good friend of mine. Suhas, good afternoon.
Very good afternoon, Arjun. Well, it's tall order here. It's not easy to chase down 190 plus. You need batting of right kind, and also be very, very wary when you're playing the cross-batted stroke, because it's not bouncing as much. You got to play in innings like Dave's for NJ Titans. And who's it going to be for the Eagles this time around? First ball, we're all set. He's got a point, covers extra cover. Bat makes contact with the ball right away. Gets at least two. And the chase is underway for the Eagles.
Yeah, lovely stroke by Rajdeep Darbar. You could see the intent right off the bat from him. A leader in this Carolina Eagles side, and he's playing today's semifinal with that only one intent. That's to win and chase this 195. Rajdeep, a man with a lot of experience, has represented the Gujarat Ranji side. Has played alongside a lot of international players, Jasprit Bumrah, Akshar Patel. So he has that experience backing him.
Very well played indeed. Just that extra bit of bounce there. Rajdeep. We was talking to Vandit between the innings, and he suggested that yes, there are spots from which the ball doesn't bounce, but there are also spots where the ball bounces extra. That makes it tougher, and that is exactly what Tej would try and play with. The captain. Oh, smashed away. Very well fielded indeed. That was running away to the fence. That was so powerfully struck indeed.
Yeah,
most of the time it goes for four like that.
Yeah, Rajdeep, a man that likes to play his strokes regardless of the situation of the team. So he likes to go up and running. And that gives us the opportunity to welcome Nathaniel Mcdavid to gear up and face his first ball of today's proceedings. Mcdavid has represented Trinidad at various different age group levels at the under 15, under 13, under 17, and finally the under 19 level. So a man with a lot of experience back in the West Indies, and now he has to showcase his class in the United States Premier League.
A tad bit late on this one, but still has eased it into the gap. No stopping that. Nathaniel gets off the mark and in superb style.
And Nathaniel Mcdavid just opens the blade there. He'll get runs. He'll get a lot of runs, 4 of them on that occasion.
Beautiful shot indeed, just easing it through the gap. The first boundary for Carolina Eagles, and they would want to believe it's the first of many more boundaries to come because the chase is going to be a cracking one. 188 required. There's a long way to go. They've got to play themselves. They've got to play with the one thing in mind, that is smaller targets. If they try to go for 188 on a track of this kind, it can get very difficult. Break that target down into 2 or 3 pieces and bat accordingly. Oh, glorious dive. If the first one was wonderful, this was glorious. Nathaniel is showing a masterclass of driving.
Oh, and lovely work from Nathaniel Mcdavid. He's not afraid to drive the ball. He's got a driver's license. I think he likes to drive quite a lot, not only in the cricket ground, but also out in the roads. So a very good-looking stroke that is from Nathaniel Mcdavid.
Beautiful shot indeed. Just love the way that he makes it look so simple. Get to the pitch of the ball and go through with a shot. Stands very differently from other batters.
Now, where does Mcdavid go and where does Tej Patel go? Patel already 11. And he just leaves that one alone, signaled wide by the umpire. So 12 from the over, and he'll have to re-bowl his final ball, Suhas.
Pressure on Tej Patel after being struck away for 2 glorious boundaries through the offside. 1 more ball to go. He's got to absorb that pressure. He's the captain of the side, Tej. It's a very interesting choice, isn't it? Stalwarts in the side. Oh, this one was close. Played it on, but it hits the pads and not the stumps, luckily. Tej Patel almost had the last laugh. 1 over gone, 12 for no loss.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है, इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cptfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cptfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So surprised not to see Noman Iftikhar with ball in hand. In fact, Tej Patel goes back to his local campaigner, Udit Patel. And Udit, a very nice right arm pace bowler. So Udit gearing up to bowl the second over of this very important semi-final here, Suhas. And Rajdeep Darbar to take guard to Udit Patel. Oh, and a very good-looking shot that is from Rajdeep Darbar. Just showing his class there. And a 1 bounce 4.
Just helped it on its way there. Udit cannot be bowling there to Rajdeep. He's so good on the leg side. Anything drifting down, he will put that away.
And that is what we call gazab timing. Amazing timing on that occasion from Rajdeep Darbar. And now they're going to have to change the field here, captain. And you see Daniel Williams having a conversation. All the players having a conversation. When your first ball goes for a 4, it's not usually good signs.
And Philip Ray on your screen. Flies in from Jamaica for this particular game. Just tells you the importance of USPL. Yeah, thanks to Danny for reallocating talent accordingly.
And he misses his line on that occasion, Udit Patel. So 5 runs off 1 legal ball, and he's going to have to reload and bowl that one again. Udit, a local player, he represents the Indus Cricket Club in the Millennium Cricket League. So someone Tej knows very well, as Tej also represents the Indus Cricket Club. So someone that Tej just played a lot of cricket with, and goes to him on this occasion. But it doesn't seem to be working out for the New Jersey Titans. And another wide, back-to-back wides here from Udit Patel. And you can hear the Carolina Eagles camp just screaming wide, knowing that it's already gone. So 6 runs off 1 legal ball here, Suhas. Not a good start.
Not a good start at all, and he's also under a lot of pressure because it is a semi-final. NJ Titans, they've got to make the opponents work for every single run. Rajdeep, a man of his class, needs to play a better innings, much like what Ian Dev did. They'll pick up 2. By the time Gandhi gets to it, 2 runs easily taken. Rajdeep sometimes doesn't hit it very hard deliberately so that he allows himself enough time to get to the other end, not once but twice.
Yeah, lovely work. This is from the Carolina Eagles. Already at 20 runs off 8 balls. So a lovely start. This is a very good start from the openers. Oh, and bang. That's a good-looking stroke. How's that carried? It has. Oh, Rajdeep, I thought he had it all the way. But no, he doesn't. Udit Patel strikes, and he's got to go back. Rajdeep Darbar.
Big wicket indeed. The big fish is back in the hut. Excellent catch by Gandhi running towards his left. It's never easy to track the ball like that when you're running sideways. A good pouch and a big moment in this game. Rajdeep Darbar departs for a meager 9, 20 for 1.
New man in the middle at number 3, Sandy Santosh. Walks out, and some pressure building now for the Carolina Eagles. Lost the wicket of the explosive Rajdeep Darbar here, Suhas.
Oh, absolutely. Such a big moment in the game of the semi-final. Santi has come out to bat. Sandy Santosh, another very handy cricketer, very busy player. He's got to string a partnership with Nathaniel and not allow any more hiccups for Carolina Eagles to stay in the hunt. The Eagles know that they can soar towards the target if they get to a good base, and that base is not being formed at the moment. Good catch by Gandhi to dismiss Rajdeep.
So Sandy Santosh just fixing up his gloves there. We've seen him do that so much throughout this USPL. And he's getting ready now. Sandy Santosh is gearing up. He's counting the fielders. And I know he's got one thing in mind, which every Carolina Eagles batsman has in mind when he walks in, is 195. So despite Udit's not so good start, he's already picked up a wicket, a good wicket. And he'll get off the mark, Sandy. He'll get off the mark first ball. Smart cricket from the Eagles. Very smart cricket this is from the Carolina Eagles.
Udit's having a mixed bag of an over. Started off very poorly, then he's given away a couple and a wicket. And a single rather, and has picked up a wicket. So this over can be chalked in two different and distinct halves for Udit. Can he finish off well? Perfect. Where was this delivery hiding first up is what the injured Titans fans are asking him. One more delivery to go. Mind you, there were two wides in this over. So the two extra deliveries, how much will it cost him? Nathaniel's got to be a little more watchful because this is the big semi-final. Can't afford to throw his wicket away after an early loss of Rajdeep.
So where does Mcdavid go now? He just taps that one away, but no run as the call thrown to Daniel Williams' gloves as that concludes the over. 21 for 1 after 2 are the Carolina Eagles in this run chase.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So captain Tej Patel being given ball again. He's given himself the ball once again. And the captain going back to himself a very expensive start, 12 runs from it. And Sandy Santosh just mistimes that one. Tej Patel trying to get on top of this battle. Sandy Santosh, a very good batsman, a batsman of sheer class. So a wicket for him, his wicket for the New Jersey Titans is one that they will be searching for very desperately. So Sandy Santosh, he's gearing up now. Tej Patel, the captain, has a million thoughts in his mind right now. And another shot that does not go Sandy Santosh's way. But again, a man of sheer class. He'll take his time when he's out in the middle. He knows that he can bat 120 balls regardless because a win is what they need. They don't need to win by a huge margin. They just need the W. That's all they need to do, the Carolina Eagles. They can play the 20 overs. It doesn't matter because here it's go big or go home.
9.85 the required rate. He's got to keep an eye on that. And Sandy Santosh is just walked in. I just get a feeling Nathaniel's got to be the man to take the aggressive mode. Sandy Santosh decides to watch this one go.
He's just getting his eyes set, Sandy, just watching how Tej Patel wants to approach his game. Good over so far from him so far. 3 consecutive dot balls for him.
What a good start for Tej Patel after going for runs in the first over. 12 of them. Gives away nothing in this one and almost picks up another. This should be taken. And it is taken. Tej Patel is amongst the wickets too. And Sandy Santosh, well, the top edge would mean he's back in the pavilion. He had no clue where the ball went. Wanted to set himself up for a hoik on the leg side. Leading edge and a good catch.
A good start this was for the Carolina Eagles, but I think everything is going down to the wire now. Sandy Santosh, one of the best batsmen for this Carolina Eagles side, has to walk back. And now Sachin Seechron at number 4 walks in.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
इतनी बार बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3 minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
2.4, 21 for 2. And Sachin Seechron will find himself in the middle. And this is the reason why. Good delivery from Tej. Applies the pressure with 3-dot balls before this. And then one that pitches and deviates a little bit. Sachin Seacharan finds himself in the middle because Sandy decides to give it a hoik and gets the leading edge. A good catch.
Now, we all know the Carolina Eagles like to chase, but I'll tell you this, when they chased the highest score, which was 203 against the Texas Cowboys, the man of the match for that game was Sachin Seacharan, the man on your screen. He scored 76 runs off 37 balls and had a very nice partnership with Equate Craig, who came at number 5. Izuma will come at 5 again. They had a 118-run partnership on that occasion. They won by 4 wickets, taking it all the way to that last over. So Sachin Seacharan is a fan of the master chase. He has a man of the match in that game. So he's a fan of chasing. We'll have to see what he does here because it's a bigger stage. It's a semi-final. And he hooks it away. First ball, as I was mentioning, the high praise for this young man. He'll hook it away for 4.
Fantastic shot and great style as well. Just picks the length early. Oh, lovely shot indeed. Reminds me so much of Kapil Dev on this occasion too. He's chosen a very safe area as well. Looks like he's hit behind the wicket. That's not true. He's hit it in front of square. Such is the control of Sachin Seacharan. The man at point, and there's a man just in front of point. 2 men for that cut shot. Long gone is stationed. Even though there's a mid-off in place, he's still decided to go the long gone way because he doesn't want to hit the ball in the air at the moment. Sachin. That brings Nathaniel. 1 strike. 3 overs gone. 26 for 2. Nathaniel's got to wait for his turn. Then with Sachin picking up a final ball single. Good over for Tej. 5 runs and a wicket. 26 for 2, the Eagles.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है. इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com.
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो.
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So Yudhit Patel walks back. He has ball in hand as he gears up to Sachin Seacharan. Oh, a very good looking cut shot that is, but good fielding. And they're saying sit down, sit down. Go on the ground and sit down when fielding.
It's important to bring your body behind the ball. That's what the coaches tell you all the time. Because even if you don't have the hands in the right position, the ball still stops hitting your body. Extra bounce. So much so that not only it troubled the batter Sachin Seacharan, but the keeper was diving in vain too. What a delivery from Udit. Yeah, Daniel Williams behind the stumps on that occasion, and you could see there the dive was put in by him, but it troubled both Seacharan and Williams. Lucky to still continue there, Sachin Seacharan, ensuring that he blocks that one out. Didn't trouble him much. It's good to see that because from Eagles' point of view, Sachin's wicket is immensely important. Very well negotiated, and this is good cricket all around. Nice little change in pace. Sachin goes after it. Man at point ensures it's a dot ball. That's the intensity we are talking about here in USPL. Yeah, you could hear from the Carolina Eagles dugout, everyone motivating Sachin Seacharan on this occasion. They need Sachin to perform today. They need him to bat all the 20 overs here. So 3 balls to go for Yudhit, a very good start. Contrary to his first over, a good start for him. Oh, and bang goes Seacharan. Protection out in the deep, so I'm zooming. Oh, it's beat both of them. That's a boundary. A very good-looking stroke and not the greatest of fielding. That is from the New Jersey Titans. And Sachin Seacharan, another boundary to him. Long gone, long off, converge. And both of them do not get to it. This is sloppy work. He didn't bend down, and the second line of defense, Neil Patel there, didn't even think it'll be him to stop the ball. Now the long on fielder and long off fielder. Here they've swapped places.
Oh, and bang goes Citroen. That's a CBT of maximum. Save your leg, Citroen. Oh, Sachin Citroen can see that one. Going for a CBT of maximum.
In the slot. And doesn't deserve to stay in the park. Half volleys, as Citroen loves half volleys.
Doesn't matter, semi-final, final, even a league game. Citroen is going at it. He's showing the aggressive intent from the start.
Fantastic hitting. Sachin Citroen has got to provide the impetus up top. He cannot go into a shell thinking the 2 wickets have already fallen. He's got to provide the big start. Doesn't get it from the best part of the bat and is looking at it in dismay. What a good over Udit had initially. Now after 3 dot balls, Sachin Citroen under pressure delivers 11 of the last 3 balls of the over. And that's all there is in this over. 4 overs gone, 37 for 2.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
Breakfast भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
ऐसे मत लीड किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में इम्पॉसिबल. मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर, मिक्स, कवर और 3 minutes में रेडी. MTR 3 minute breakfast, इंडिया का breakfast.
So now the experience of Naman Iftikhar comes with ball in hand for the New Jersey Titans as he's up against the youth of the Carolina Eagles, Sachin Citroen and Nathaniel Mcdavid. 2 youngsters to the Carolina Eagles. And now Naman Iftikhar, an experienced campaigner, represents the Manhattan Yorkers in the minor league. So where does Naman go now with that hefty run-up, with that very express brute pace? Where does he go to Citroen? Cut shot, an attempted cut shot from him, but he misses that one. So Sachin Citroen, a man of high class, a man who's represented Trinidad and Tobago at a high level. And Naman Iftikhar now, you see, he twirls, he twists, he does so much in his run-up. He wants to get that express pace. You can see on your screen, if you can see him, he takes his run-up, he turns, then he turns again, and he's coming into bowl. Naman Iftikhar. Oh, and he's gone straight up. Daniel Williams, is it? No, won't carry. I thought that was a catch for Daniel Williams. Another short ball picked up late by Citroen.
Naman Iftikhar's got that extra bit of pace, and that sort of shows with Sachin Citroen trying to hook that one away. And unable to do so. The ball sort of climbs on you. It's a very difficult track to bat on because it troubles you mentally. One that scoots and keeps low, that one can trouble you mentally.
Citroen, where does he go now? Oh, and that's a good-looking stroke. Will it carry? Oh, he's got a hand to it. No, he hasn't. That would have been a brilliant take if he had taken that one, but he saved definite runs there.
Sometimes you need that bit of luck as well, isn't it? It's a good attempt. But Citroen will thank his stars. That was a bit of a juggling act.
And he'll only get one for that shot, though, Citroen.
Much required, to be very honest. There were 2 dot balls.
Now the hard-hitting Nathaniel Mcdavid, the man who's seen both wickets fall, comes to the middle, comes to the striker's end now, facing up Naman Iftikhar.
Mcdavid wasn't very handy with the ball in hand today, didn't have the best day, but now he can turn it around with a bat in hand.
Yeah, Nathaniel Mcdavid now. See, Naman Iftikhar cannot go short. He has no one at the deep square leg, deep mid-wicket region, so he has to go on the up. He's got a sweeper back. So Naman Iftikhar is going to be pitching it up, and he goes short, and that's runs. That's not a good ball from Naman Iftikhar. You have no field back there, but again, runs are runs, so the Carolina Eagles will take that any day.
Poor ball. And Nathaniel gets a gift on the leg side. Doesn't miss out on it. Really no chance for anybody to be stopping that. It's a good outfield.
That's smart cricket too from Mcdavid. He knew that no one was outside the 30-yard circle on the leg side so he could take that ball on the charge if he goes short. Scoring on the leg side could be a good region now for Mcdavid if he wants to go up and over. See Naman Iftikhar shifting a man back. He's got a man at about deep square leg. So if he wants to go for a flick over the top, he could go for that one. Kind of like a KL Rahul-ish. Now where does Mcdavid go? Where does Noman go? If Noman goes on the offside, he has no one back. Sweeper's being brought back in. And he just opens the face.
Gentle and elegant. Naman Iftikhar can provide all the pace in the world, and Nathaniel will just show it the way.
That's lovely from Mcdavid. A smart cricketer with a great cricketing mind. Just opens the face, notices that the man is being pushed back towards the leg side, so why not just play it onto the offside? A very smart cricketer he is, Mcdavid. Back-to-back boundaries off Naman Iftikhar's first over.
Back-to-back boundaries in contrasting styles as well. One he had to put away, one he had to show the way. One more delivery to finish the fifth. Carolina Eagles, they have lost 2 wickets in the first 6 overs, but they're not backing down. Getting runs and getting boundaries in a flurry. 2 of them back-to-back. 9 runs of this over as well. It's the second time they've targeted the second half of the over. Excellent. A flying fielder at slip will remain a flying fielder as the ball was nowhere to be seen. Nathaniel, well, he doesn't see fielders anymore. He's only looking at the gaps.
3 in a row, that is for Nathaniel Mcdavid. 4, 4, and guess what? Yet another 4.
50 comes up with a flurry of boundaries. 50 for 2 and it's 5 overs done and dusted with 1 more over left before the power play restrictions are lifted. How many can Nathaniel get along with Sachin?
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtspnews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
Visit cbtspnews.com and stay ahead।
Seems like can I get audio? And Vandit Prajapati now being given a ball in hand. A hefty campaigner with the bat. So let's see what he does now with the ball. Mentioned that he is one of the options for bowling. Patel can go to Vandit if he wants with the ball. So a very good conclusion to the over by Naman Iftikhar. And now a new ball is being brought for Vandit Prajapati. Is bowling with a shiny new ball now, Vandit. The Carolina Eagles dugout does not seem to be very pleased about that decision, but you have to respect the decision at the end. And Vandit Prajapati, a medium pacer now, is gearing up to bowl to a young Sachin Cicharan. So here comes Vandit. Oh, and bang, that's a good-looking cut shot. They've got no one back there. That's 4 runs. Save your leg, Sachin Cicharan.
Excellent shot. Again, he eases it into the gaps. I tell you what, to all the youngsters watching, run scoring is not this easy. It's just that this man's got an ounce of easy and lazy elegance.
Yeah, lovely stroke that is. A very lovely stroke that is from Sachin Cicharan. Oh, and bang, that's got high in the air. Has it gone long enough? Yes, it has. A CBTF maximum, 10 off 2 for Sachin Seecharan.
Fantastic shot once again. When Sachin Seecharan gets going, it's difficult to curtail him. Had enough willow on this one as well. These are shorter boundaries towards the front and will play in the V region too. He's showing his class. He's showing different areas that he wants to explore as a batter. He's good with the cut shot. Now he's good through the drive as well. He's got all the shots in the book. Sachin Seecharan, 60 for 2. What a good recovery this has been for the Eagles. This is close. Sachin Seecharan has got to look at the ball slightly more carefully because now it's misbehaving after pitching. There's a little deviation. What a way to start the over with 4 and 6 and then followed up by a beauty from Udit. That's the level of cricket we're talking about in USPL. A battle within a battle here. Sachin Seecharan, 27 of 14, up against Udit. Udit not looking comfortable while he approaches the popping crease. 11 runs have come off it with 2 more balls to go.
And now Nathaniel Mcdavid, the man when last time he took strike, he hit 3 consecutive boundaries. So now up against Udit Patel, a man with not as much pace as Noman Iftikhar. So I wonder now where Nathaniel Mcdavid goes.
Thanks to our title sponsors, CBTF, Speed News, and our associate sponsor, Pure and Perfect it is, MTR. Been serving you authentic Indian cuisine in the traditional way possible since 1924. 90 plus years at your service.
And now Natty, we call him Natty, getting geared up now. Nathaniel Mcdavid gearing up against Udit Patel.
Good delivery from Udit. This one didn't bounce as much as well. Attracts a huge appeal. Only if decibel levels can decide if it's out or no. Umpire stays unmoved.
So let's see here. And no, that's always missing. That's a clear decision there for umpire Philip Ray. And he can stay unmoved. That's a clear not out decision there.
Fantastic umpire Philip Ray. Coming in from Jamaica. One more delivery up his sleeve. Udit, 4, 6 and a single, 11 of it.
Oh, and bang,
oh, wow. There
stroke.
are clean shots in the cricket book. None more so than this one.
Yeah, very good looking stroke. That is from Nathaniel Mcdavid. Up and over he goes. Look at that. Oh, bang. A lovely stroke from Mcdavid up and over through the cover region. And that brings up 28 for him.
Excellent way to finish the first 6. The restrictions of the power play will now be lifted. 65 for 2.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So captain has gone back to, he's gone to spin actually for the first time today. Power play concluded, and now the left arm spinner Raj Bhavsar is now being introduced. Bhavsar the captain for the side in phase 1. So Raj Bhavsar now a man with a lot of experience. Represented Gujarat at the under 19 level, so now we'll see his class today.
Six overs gone, 65 for 2. Raj Bhavsar, again extremely experienced, comes from Gujarat. He's played a lot of cricket there, especially age group cricket. Tej Patel trusts him to pick up a wicket now that the restrictions are lifted. Will find more cushion in the deep. Excellent delivery, that's close. And the finger has gone up. The slow dreaded finger rises. There's a piece of willow on that one, suggests Brian. And Nathaniel's innings of substance has come to an end. Was looking so fluent for 24 of 10. A little bit of deviation, and that's all's required. That's all's required to send him back to the pavilion. 66 for 2.
And it seems by Nathaniel Mcdavid's...
Should be 66 for 3 in a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, 66 for 3. But by Mcdavid's expressions, if we could get a replay on that, it seems as if he thinks that it didn't nick. Because if you look back at what was bowled by Raj Bhavsar, it seemed as if he didn't get anything. From what Mcdavid thinks. But again, the umpire has given the finger.
Yeah, again, from the angle at which we are watching, it's very difficult to determine even if there is something on it, because clear deviation will not be seen from the side angle. The umpire has the best view to decide this one. And it happened so quickly. The keeper went up right away. Nathaniel stands his ground. But the finger that matters, that was slowly rising, and that means he's got to make his walk as slowly as possible. 6.2, 66 for 3. League brought to you by CBTF. 66 for 3 here. The Carolina Eagles in pursuit of 129 more runs. 195 is the number they're after.
So a very important wicket that was for the New Jersey Titans, because Nathaniel Mcdavid was the one man who had noticed everything about each bowler. He was there from ball 1. So he knew all the antics and all the tricks of each bowler. But now he's gone back, and in comes Equay Craig. Now where does Craig go? Well, firstly, he'll go for a dot ball, courtesy of some good bowling right now by Raj Bhavsar.
Raj Bhavsar creates an impact. Just took 2 deliveries for him in this game with a ball in hand. Oh, that is clean as a whistle. Let it sail. It was very well fielded, but by the trees. Otherwise, that could have travelled a long, long way. Goes beyond the boundary rope and falls into the trees. And much like a fruit, falls very close to the trunk.
Yeah, good looking shot. And that is from Equay Craig. Off the mark with a 6. Oh, and that's a huge appeal, but not out.
Half-hearted there.
Now Equay Craig, where does he go now? He's already got off the mark with a CBTF maximum. Oh, and not that good of a ball, but it stayed very low for Equay Craig. As that concludes the over, and a very good over that is from Raj Bhavsar, 7 for the loss of 1.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
ऐसे मत लीड किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखूँ. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3-minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3-minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
And Sunil Kumar being given the ball now. Sunil, second time we're seeing spin today for the New Jersey Titans, but the first time We will see a man of such height and such elegance of Sunil Kumar take ball in hand. A very nice bowler he is, Sunil Kumar. Look at the hair. Lovely, lovely stuff here from Sunil Kumar. He'll start off. And Daniel Williams keeping up once again. Now Sunil Kumar, the first right arm off spinner that we're going to see today for the New Jersey Titans. But at the first time we're going to see a spinner. So Sunil Kumar up against Sachin Seecharan. And
helped it on its way there. Poor delivery and put away. Sachin Seecharan, who's anyways hitting good delivery so far, couldn't have asked for a poorer one.
Now the only thing Seecharan can see is a boundary on that occasion. A very good shot that is from him. And Sunil Kumar, welcome with a boundary.
Very, very poor delivery indeed. More like a warm-up delivery. We've talked about that with the pace bowlers. With the spinners, it's a little tricky because they do not need that engine to get warm as much as the pacers do, who thrive on momentum and a good run-up. That's got height. Has it got the distance as well? Circling under it is the man around it. Almost got to the ball. And to add insult to injury, he'll also go for 6. It was a story of overrunning as he circles around this one and the ball swerves in the air. Here at Sony Purchase, the wind is picking up. And the fielder in the deep had to bear the brunt of it.
And that's 10 runs off 2 balls. Sunil Kumar is feeling the pressure already. Sachin Seecharan might be a bowler. Sachin Seecharan might be a batsman now that will take this bowler on the charge. He just hits that one straight towards the long on, long off region, only for 1. And he'll let Equay Craig, a.k.a. KP, do the rest.
He's brought the required rate down. He's brought it under 9. And as long as Sachin Seecharan stays out there, there is a lot of hope for Carolina Eagles.
I don't know about you, Suhas, but Sachin Seecharan reminds me of Ishan Kishan. The way he bats those nice pull shots, that leg up pull shot, that nice cut that he plays, the whole full face of the bat, and having that back touch his bat as well. Having that bat touch his back as well when he finishes, very Ishan Kishan-like. So Equay Craig now, a man of brute force, a man of brute power, comes to the crease with a floppy hat. Again, that's why we call him KP. He's got the style, he's got the muscles, all like Kieron Pollard. So where does our Kieron Pollard go here? And he just leaves that one. Very unlike Equay Craig, but that dot ball it is.
Very unlike any batter in T20 cricket. For someone who can cover it up with a big 6, as you were rightly mentioning. Lets this one go. Just wants to be a little watchful of what Sunil can do. He's done it again. Good ball from Sunil.
Sunil Kumar doesn't seem to be a very quick right arm off spin bowler. Instead is someone that likes to hit the right areas. Might be using the turn on this surface as well as the fact that it's staying very low. So where does Sunil Kumar go here? He goes short and he's being punched away, but a man in the deep, Neil Patel. So he'll finish with a single there. That's 84 for the loss of 3 after 8, the Carolina Eagles.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
Visit cbtspeednews.com and stay ahead.
Sunil started off with the over with conceding 4, then 6, and then 2 dot deliveries and a single at the end of it. Raj Bhavsa will continue. Gave away 7 and picked up an important wicket of Nathaniel in this first over. Raj Bhavsa got loads of experience there, and he's been tonked away in some style and with brute force by Equay Craig.
A lovely stroke that is from our KP. Ah, what a shot. Look at him. Ah, just a full face of the bat. Save your legs, Equay Craig. That's half a dozen.
Any ground is small for Equay Craig when he gets it from the middle of the bat. Required rate has touched 9, and a shot of that kind from Equay Craig has brought it down to 9. Good delivery, nice and slow from Raj Bhavsar. There comes the experience. When you see a man with a greater reach and a lot more power, you try and make it slower. He's got a lovely trajectory as well, Raj Bhavsar, that he bowls time and again, especially when he wants to hit the Yorker length. You have to keep it wide and slightly away from Equay Craig, otherwise he'll put you away. Watch this one go as well. Interestingly, for the liking of all the fans of Carolina Eagles, he's doing this a tad too much, letting the ball go.
I think it's fine for Equay Craig for now. Required run rate at 9.3 and they're at 10.4. So I feel like, yeah, look, that makes it all up. That makes it all up. Equay Craig, you can leave 4 balls, but if he hits 2 that go out of the park, it doesn't matter.
Picking and choosing the right balls to send to the fence, and picking the bones out of this one as well. But there is some charisma about this batter, Arvind.
A good-looking stroke. That is now under 100 needed for the Carolina Eagles to book a ticket to the final here, a grand finale. The Carolina Eagles, a side that didn't qualify in Phase 1, have a lot to play for here, their first semi-final today.
Oh, absolutely. One more delivery to go before he finishes the second. Raj Bhavsar has gone for 2 sixes in this over, and that's all there is. Equay Craig is playing a game of 6 or nothing, and would be very interesting to see how long this one continues, as Equay will have to shift gears at some point of time. Sachin's going great guns, 40 of just 19 balls, and this partnership is taking the game forward for the Carolina Eagles. Oh, goes again, just an extension of arms and the ball flies. 3 sixes in the over, make it 18, and the game continues. 6 or nothing. Equay Craig has won it thrice in this over, 96, and then a biggie, 102 for 3, as Craig brings the 100 up for his side.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है. इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com.
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो.
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So Noman is back, as we were talking off camera. They bring the experience, pace-friendly campaigner. Noman Iftikhar back. Was hit for 3 consecutive boundaries at the tail end of his first over here, Suhas.
And this is where his temperament would be tested.
He was hit for 12 of his last 3 from the young Nathaniel Mcdavid, who's now back into the sheds. But again, Sachin Citron, a man who's not afraid to play his shots, is still out there, and he will actually gear up and take strike. You can see on your screen, Santi Santosh is actually out there. He's provided a helmet for Equay Craig. I think that's the first time I've seen Equay bat with a helmet. But again, this is lovely work from the Carolina Eagles. So far, so good for them. The 100 was up. And now they have one more milestone to go to 150. And from there, the next milestone is get the win.
93 in 11. Very much possible, as the required rate has been kept down thanks to Equay Craig and Sachin. 40 of 19 for Sachin.
And here comes Noman Iftikhar. He's running in. Sachin Citron is fired up. Oh, and that's hit him. Some experience of Noman Iftikhar beats the young Sachin Citron. Sachin striking at about actually 200. 200 exact. He's 40 off 20 with 4 fours and 3 CBTF maximums here, Suhas.
Yeah, the quicker one rushing Sachin on that occasion. Noman Iftikhar's targeting the ribs of the batter, which is not a bad option at all. Noman Iftikhar carries a lot of experience coming from Pakistan. which has a factory of pace bowling. Complete team man, Noman Iftikhar.
A good comeback for him. Back-to-back dots now to start off his second over. So Noman Iftikhar, a very good start from him. And then
the thing about Noman Iftikhar is the fact that he can generate that extra bit of pace, but he doesn't shy away from bowling something which is pitched up as well, just in case he wants to make the batter drive and make the error of mistiming it. Oh, this was bouncy, so much so the keeper couldn't do much about it. Wide ball. And to make things worse, it's also gone for 4. 5 runs gifted to the opposition. A big threat neutralized as it misfires.
Now let me tell you something, Suhasan. It's a thing that I think every coach mentions, is that runs are runs, whether you nick 4 or whether you brilliantly cover drive something through the gap for 4. 4 runs are 4 runs, and on that occasion, you're gifted 5, and Noman Iftikhar has to reload and bowl another. So only 88 needed now. It's very doable for the Carolina Eagles.
Absolutely, this partnership has brought them back into the game, and Carolina Eagles would believe that they can get it done in a canter. Wow, that is great connection. It's gone nowhere, but it's great connection. Sachin Seacharan. Watch out for this man. He's got immense talent indeed. The way he adjusts to the short ball. The feet is right up there in case it's pitched up. Sachin Seacharan, for me, has been the batter of the day.
Yeah, and Sachin Seacharan, a man who's not afraid to take on any challenge, any charge. He's a man who takes it on his own will, and Sachin Seacharan, he's just taking a lot of responsibility for a youngster here today.
Big swing and a miss. Noman Iftikhar triumphs on that occasion. He's got to deliver a tight over, to be very honest. 5 wides, and that too because of the mistake of the bowler. The batter had no part to play in that one except for jumping. Those are the only runs scored in this over. Aryan, he's got to make a better comeback here.
Yeah, Noman Iftikhar has already conceded 5. I think the Carolina Eagles will take that because he still has 2 more to go. He still has 2 more that he has to run in and bowl, and he's bowled another bouncer. I think that's got to be a no ball. In fact, I think it is. It's 2 for the over because the wide was actually a very high bouncer. You can see here on your replay. Yeah, that's gone above his head. That's definitely a no ball.
All runs in this over so far have been extras. Yet to score a run off the bat here. Sachin Seacharan is getting some excellent deliveries, but he's also being helped by some poor balls like these.
Now, one thing with Sachin Seacharan is now he could play wherever he wants. The field can't change either. We mentioned this a lot in the first semi-final. And it doesn't matter. That's why he's going to have to re-bowl that. So again, 3 runs on offer.
Would you believe it? All runs in this over, only extras. Sachin Seacharan gets a free hit. He can put bat to ball. The ball will fly for sure. 40 or 24. Being helped by some excellent bowling and then poor bowling by the same bowler. The 2 moods to Noman Iftikhar. That's what it feels like. Where's the free hit going to be? Is he going to bowl slower for the free hit? It's a slower delivery. Sachin makes contact. There is a man in the deep. It's a sweeper. Will ensure it's only a single.
But I think regardless, Sachin Seacharan will take that because that's 3 runs for the team off 1 legal ball.
Correction. The man just in the deep was just in front of square in the deep and is now moved slightly towards the right. Yes, Aryan, you were telling us something.
So now if you look at it, they have 3 runs off 1 legal delivery. So regardless if Sachin Seacharan only gets 1 on that ball, he still will take it because it's 3 valuable runs. So that adds to the 5 wides. They've got 8 already. No runs off the bat this over, excluding the free hit from Seacharan. And now Equay Craig has 1 ball to face off Noman Iftikhar. Remember, they have no one backward of the wicket. So he could glide it. He could be smart like Nathaniel Mcdavid and just guide it away through third man. Which he doesn't decide to do. He decides to take matters into his own hands. And it's straight to Neil Patel as that concludes the over.
111 for 3 at the end of 10 overs. What a good start this is for Carolina Eagles.
अपोनेंट चाहे कितना भी स्ट्रांग हो, स्पीड के आगे घुटने टेक देता है. इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
And welcome back. The midway point is here now in the second semifinal between the New Jersey Titans and the Carolina Eagles. The Eagles only one thing in their mind is 196 to book the second ticket to the final tomorrow. And I think Vandit Prajapati is the man with the ball in hand. So Vandit can do it with the ball, can do it with the bat, and can do it in the field, it seems. And Equay Craig, the hard-hitting Equay Craig to take guard up against the fired-up Vandit Prajapati.
Well, at the halfway stage, if you're 111 for 3, you back yourself to get 84 because 7 wickets in hand with 2 set batters. It's Carolina Eagles. It's got to be Carolina Eagles' game to lose from here, to be very honest, because they've targeted the right bowlers too. One-handed effort there. Vandit Prajapati started off well. Now Vandit Prajapati, someone who was battling mental demons before he could face the opponents in this particular game. Unfortunately lost his dog just a couple of days ago and dedicated his half-century to his late dog Sarah. And he suggested he'd put the pains behind, mentally and physically, and put his 100% for his side. Can he deliver with a ball in hand as well? The slower delivery. Nicely negotiated, just a single, and a single would suffice because this game's got into such a position thanks to Equay Craig and Sachin's blitzkrieg early on. 9 runs and over required for the next 10. Very much possible with 7 wickets in hand, Aryan.
The New Jersey Titans also have Gurmeet Dadlani, a very good left-arm orthodox bowler. Picked up a man of the match against the Washington Seattle Hawks, I believe, where again he took 3 crucial wickets to close the game for them.
Absolutely. The captain backs him as well. Youngster Gurmeet. He's great friends with Jesse Singh. Gets a lot of guidance from him. This has gone high. No distance whatsoever. Man underneath will pouch the catch. A big wicket in the context of the game. Sachin Secharan's got to walk back. The slower delivery from Vandit has worked wonders as the men in blue celebrate.
And there was no need to play that shot, Sachin Secharan. You're going so well. It's all right. Just take it easy. Go with single, single, double, double on this over at least. Take on Noman Iftikhar. Take on Tej Patel. The guys who have the pace. But Secharan's got to go back now.
This is a big moment in the game. An in-form batter and someone who can play the field so well is walking back after a tremendous 41 at just 25. In box, Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher Ramsden, a man with a lot of experience behind his back. Has played in the CPL, in the Super 50, a lot of tournaments back in the Caribbean, in the West Indies, so a lot of experience backing him today. So Christopher Ramsden, he's got to put his hand up. His team needs 83 to book a slot in the final. Again, they do have a lot of batting here, the Carolina Eagles. Anand Churi, the captain, can provide with a bat. Christopher Ramsden, Rishikesh Amin, Anis Ahmed, who made a brilliant 47 in the last game. And the last 2, Ravish Kanchi, can provide with a bat as well.
82 required of 9.3. This is the make or break moment. The next 2 overs can decide how close the game can get. Equay Craig would be in 2 minds whether to try and attack or should he keep quiet just a little bit so that Christopher can get going as well. Oh, beautiful shot. That is a lovely shot indeed. Minimum risk and great result for collected. Equay with lovely presence of mind.
A lovely stroke that is from Equay Craig. The big Trinidadian goes for it, and he's up to 30 runs. He loves playing in high-pressure matches, Equay Craig. And that's the first boundary consumed by Vandit Prajapati.
A 31 of 17 there. Equay Craig is playing an innings of great substance. And in important innings come the big game as well. Equi Craig's put his hand up and is keeping the Eagles in the hunt. Bandit, who started off with a wicket, has now given away 6 with 2 more balls to spare. He's got the protection in the shape of a backward point and hence it's a dot ball. Bandit has got this knack of bowling a slower delivery, something which we haven't seen so far, but we've been crying from the commentary box for the slower delivery. But the slower deliveries that he bowls, all that change in pace is happening from the arm speed. The arm speed can be a big giveaway as well in case the batter looks at it till the last moment. Shorter delivery. No chance for the keeper. That'll run away too. Gets around it eventually. Very lucky that it didn't go for 4. That short ball, if not directed well, can be a big bane instead of a boon. Umpire Brian suggesting that's 1 for the over as well. 2 runs without the ball being counted.
Now I hope Vandit bowls another bouncer that ends up going over the head of Christopher Romsrud, so it's...
Why would you?
A
You're a
no ball
commentator. You're neutral. We won't show your jersey, don't worry.
But we'll have to see where Vandit goes here. Now, be a lot of entertainment, don't you think? Naman Iftikhar had 2 over the head. So if it repeats, that'd be quite comedic. But again, that would be a very huge loss for the New Jersey Titans.
Absolutely, especially in terms of the momentum, Aryan.
I know New Jersey Titans are a smart team. I know Vandit probably will not go with a bouncer. Yeah, he goes for a slower one, and that's hit straight. Christopher Romsrud. Yeah, that's 4. It's not good fielding from Naman Iftikhar in the deep. He'll get 4. Christopher Romsrud and open his account.
What a way to announce your arrival. Sitting deep inside the crease. And a full free swing of the bat sends it straight down the ground for 4.
That's 12 from it and 123 for 4 of the Carolina Eagles.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी कुछ नहीं
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया कर लूंगा
इतनी
कर
बार
लूंगा
बोला है, ऐसे मत लेट किया करो।
3 minutes
अभी तुम्हारी पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
जाएगी
रखूं
then
हाँ हाँ हाँ
बेबी की चिट चैट 3 minutes में इम्पॉसिबल मगर MTR का 3 minute उपमा जस्ट ऐड हॉट वाटर मिक्स कवर और 3 minutes में रेडी MTR 3 minute breakfast इंडिया का ब्रेकफास्ट
11 overs gone. 1, 2, 3 for 4. 72 required of the 9 overs. 72 is very gettable with 6 wickets in hand and smaller boundaries, especially straight down the ground. You're playing from one end, remember, so Christopher's also got a boundary under his belt. Is looking good. Carolina Eagles have this in their pocket as of now. It's a matter of 2 good overs with a ball in hand as far as the NJ Titans are concerned. We haven't seen Gurmeet in action yet, rolling his arm over with this lovely orthodox spin.
Yeah, very surprised not to see Gurmeet in action with the ball.
Left arm orthodox there, and now it's going to be another pacer to continue. Vandit and Udit bowling in tandem.
Yeah, it's lovely running between the wickets. I think they might actually get 2. No, it's a late reaction. I think they could have taken it. They could have challenged the arm of young Gurmeet Dadlani if they had to. But again, I think choosing the safer option, Suhas.
Would have been risky, the second run, because even though Equi was ready for it, didn't look like Christopher was. And Christopher was the one running towards the danger end as well. Just opening the face of the bat. There's such a calm sense when Christopher bats. Scoring runs for fun, scoring boundaries for fun. 2 balls, 2 boundaries. Beautiful shot.
Just smart cricketers, these are the Carolina Eagles batsmen. We saw that with Mcdavid too. Just opening the face of the bat, guiding it towards third man where there's no one put deep. So those are easy runs for the Eagles. They'll take 4 of those any day of the week.
The way in which Christopher scoring runs has been very appeasing and very appealing. In case you're a Christopher fan, please do come to Suni. If you aren't, you'll become one. Come to Suni anyway. Oh, good delivery. Very good delivery. Just pushing Christopher on inside and manacled him inside the crease. Christopher's trying to break free by dancing down the track a little to upset the length.
I don't think he has to worry too much, Ram Saran, because he's got 5 off 3 for the over. So he's got 3 more balls to make it up for Suhas.
Absolutely. But a good comeback nonetheless by Udit. Big swing and a miss. Wasn't very far away from the timber. Two good deliveries from Udit P, who's generating some momentum for his side. Still a long way to go. Very good delivery once again. 3-dot deliveries back to back. Christopher now will feel the pinch.
I think the fact that Christopher Ramsern is shifting himself a bit behind the crease, so maybe that's why Udit is deciding to go slower one, when he's watching Christopher's initial movements. So when Christopher triggers back, I think then he decides I go slower, but if he comes up, tries to go a bit wider on maybe 4th or 5th stump. So where does Udit go now? Initially Ramsern, he steps down the track, he hits it up in the air, it won't carry though. Gurmeet is running towards. Only get one, they'll only get one. That's smart cricket from Christopher Ramsern.
Extremely quick there, Gurmeet, to cover ground. And in such great control he looks when he runs towards the ball. 12 overs gone, 129 for 4.
So Vandit Prajapati given one more over here. The medium pacer Vandit, number 7. And only 8 overs to go now. 66 needed for the Carolina Eagles. And I would say 6 wickets needed for the New Jersey Titans. This is what is going on between both teams, because it's go big or go home. And there goes Christopher Ramsern. Gurmeet is settling underneath it. The youngster, will he get to it? Oh, that's a lovely take. That is a brilliant take. He stuck his hand in the air and he's taken possibly the greatest catch in the USPL so far.
What great balance, what great commitment. Gurmeet, we were talking about him being one of the best fielders. He snatched it out of thin air. It had 6 written all over it. Gurmeet had other ideas. And he's come down with the joy of a little kid plucking a mango, which is not low-hanging. What a good catch it is. Let's have a look at it again. 129 for 5 as Ramsaran finds himself back in the pavilion due to this beautiful jump. Timed it to perfection, and great balance meant he was there for the task when it mattered the most. Gurmeet's roar says it all. That's what it means to the side. That's what it means to NJ Titans. A big wicket at the right time as Ramsaran replays that 10,000 times in his mind as he trudges back to the pavilion.
As per the performance of the previous year, we can see that. हाँ बेबी, कुछ नहीं.
सुबह क्या भूल गए?
ब्रेकफास्ट भूल गया. कर लूँगा.
ऐसे मत लेट किया करो.
3 minutes.
अभी तुम्हारे पेट में एसिडिटी हो
बेबी
रही है.
रखो. हाँ.
बेबी की चिट-चैट 3 minutes में? Impossible. मगर MTR का 3-minute उपमा. Just add hot water, mix, cover और 3 minutes में ready. MTR 3-minute breakfast. India का breakfast.
And in comes the captain, the skipper of this Carolina Eagles side, Mr. Anand. A lot of responsibility for him today, and he's gearing up now. And he just tickled that one away to third man, and actually a backward pointish, and he'll start off with a dot ball. Now Vandit Prajapati, 50 with the bat, 2 wickets with the ball. Look at it, exceptional work from him. And Vandit, a lot of expectations here. He has to pick more wickets. Slower one does not get timing on that captain Anand. So 3 dot balls, including a wicket for Vandit in this over.
What a way to change the game around completely. Vandit Prajapati, ever since he's been introduced with a ball in hand, has been wonderful indeed. And of course, he's got a big hug waiting for Gurmeet.
So Captain Anand Churi at 7. Quite surprised. I thought Naranisa Mehta or Rashika Shamin would have come in, but the captain wants to take matters into his own hands. Slower one, and that's hit straight in the V. Is that a catch? No, it's not. Instead, it's a 4. A good-looking shot from the captain, and he's off the mark.
Fantastic shot. He's pierced the fielders, and he's also vindicated the fact that he's out there before Rushil for a reason. Straight as an arrow. Long on and long off converged just to have a closer look at that going for 4. 62 required in 7.2. The game's getting tighter. The slower delivery, put away in style. The poorest delivery of the lot from Vandit, and that didn't deserve to stay on the ground. First the boundary, followed up by a maximum. What a good shot, Arvind.
Now, if you give a ball like that to someone with Anand Churi's class, it's either going for a 4 or a 6, and I'll put $300 that it's going for a 6. What a good-looking stroke that is from the captain Anand Churi. And he's 10 off 4 already with back-to-back boundaries.
Excellent shot indeed. Now is standing slightly outside the crease as well. Cannot afford for this to be a slower delivery or a wide one. It is a wide one indeed. Vandit Prajapati slightly startled. 11 runs have come off an over which started off with a wicket and 2 dot balls. Yet again, the Eagles believe in themselves and they're showing it.
And could this be a ticket to the final for Anand Churi and his men? A very important matchup. A swing and a miss from Anand Churi as that concludes the over. 11 from it from Vandit, 55 needed in 7 now for the Carolina Eagles to book a ticket to the final.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
So the youngster Gurmeet Dadlani, who just took a stunner to remove Christopher Ramstern, is now being given ball in hand. So the captain, Tej Patel, he said, good work in the deep. Now here's the ball. Do something with the ball here. It seems like it's Suhas.
Gurmeet has been given the confidence as well by the skipper after that catch. He's brimming with it, in fact. We've seen it before. Captain Tej uses him in difficult situations. He thrives under pressure. Gurmeet has got to do it again for the boys who turned up in blue. NJ Titans trusting the youngster. Can he get it done?
Yeah, Gurmeet, the young man in his early 20s. He is a man who has graduated from the school of Rutgers University. Rutgers alumni he is, so Gurmeet, a lot of backing for him. Experienced campaigner, has played a lot of cricket in the Cricket League of New Jersey, a local league in the state of New Jersey, and a good-looking shot from Ikwe Craig, but Neil Patel out in the deep. He'll get off strike, and Gurmeet Dadlani's account opens.
We've mentioned the fact that he seeks a lot of guidance from Jesse Singh, the international star for USA, even though his craft is different. Oh, that is slightly pitched up, just ever so slightly, and the ball travels the distance.
That is Anand Churi for you. An amazing stroke that is from him. Look at that on the front foot and bang. What a stroke that is onto the onside. And Anand Churi, take a bow, skipper.
The captain's knock coming from the captain's bat at the right time. 16 of 6 for Anand. And he's just getting started, it feels like. 48 required in 6.4. Anand's brought the required rate down to a manageable 7.2.
Now, where does Gurmeet go? We can't have Anand playing the V. In fact, I think he might get 2. Ikwe is quick enough. The danger end is at the bowler, but they're saying no. So this is smart cricket from both of them because they know if they have 8 runs in 3 balls. So smart cricket from the Eagles.
47 required in 6.3. 47-39 with 5 wickets in hand. It's a matter of wickets here for Gurmeet and co.
And he cannot concede more runs. He cannot concede more boundaries here, Gurmeet Dadlani, the youngster. If he gives one more CBT of maximum or possibly a boundary, that will leave the New Jersey Titans in a spot of trouble.
He's going to be a shrewd thinker over here, Gurmeet. If he slows it down with Equid, it can be very tricky. He's bowled a full toss. Shot the protection in the deep.
And Equay is quite disappointed himself. As you can see, a full toss ball to Equay Craig. And regardless, 1 run is 1 run Equay. No need to worry about that.
Equay would have put that away very easily any other day.
Put that away. I thought if he went on the leg side, that could have had us in some trouble. And that's good. He'll take a dot ball on Anchuri, but I don't think it matters for him. They've already got 9 runs from this over. And they need a required run rate of 7.3, so 9 from this over is very good.
Should he be bowling slightly wider with Anand showing signs of hitting it big? Oh, he's clogged it in the gap once again. 2 more added to the tally owing to some wonderful effort in the deep.
Yeah, that's lovely batting from Anand Shuri, as you can see. Now, an exceptional piece of fielding as well to back up that good shot. They've got 2 men, Devesh Gandhi. I think that's Udit Patel at the deep.
151 for 5 now. Gurmeet's over has gone for 11 with a ball to go. Well, that'll be done and dusted with.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता. इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com.
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो.
Visit cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead.
Six overs to go, 44 runs needed. So, Equay Craig and Noman Iftikhar. The experience of Noman Iftikhar has been utilized now because they need to break this partnership now or never. Equay Craig, the man to gear up, and Anand Churi, the captain on the other end. Noman Iftikhar with ball in hand.
Yeah, 36 or 44 is the equation, and they'll take it any day with 5 wickets in hand. You know, the Carolina Eagles would believe they can fly into the finals. It's a matter of 6 overs of good cricket. Noman Iftikhar, he's got 2 vital overs up his sleeve. He has no wickets to show. And 22 runs already given away. He's got to turn it around in the second spell. NJ Titans would be backing his experience. And Carolina Eagles would want Equay Craig, the man 34 or 21 at the moment, to finish it off along with the skipper.
Now this is a battle that all the viewers have been waiting for. The hard-hitting Equay Craig against the experienced Noman Iftikhar. And he'll start off with a wide on that occasion. Misses his line and length, and they'll take that any day, the Carolina Eagles.
Wide ball. He's got to re-bowl this one. And that's the problem with Noman today. Noman Iftikhar brings in a lot of experience, but today has been unable to curtail those wide deliveries and extras. Can he turn it around here? Where is that Yorker hiding? That's very poor. That would have been a wide delivery on the adjacent pitch too.
And you can hear the Carolina Eagles bench. They're saying thank you repeatedly. They probably want Noman to continue this spell, but New Jersey Titans would want Noman to nail a very good Yorker to put Equay Craig back into the pavilion. So where does Equay Craig go now? Because Noman Iftikhar might go short. He has a man at deep mid-wicket, a good catcher as well. Yep. Decides to go back at the length, but gets nothing on it, Equay. So Equay Craig, he still has 5 balls to go because the first 2 were not legal deliveries. So Equay Craig.
Where was this delivery hiding? He's got to utilize the skid. He's got to utilize the skid and borrow a leaf out of the pace of the counterpart.
I wonder if the captain will go back to Gurmeet, because if you look at it, they can play this over a bit safely if they want. They could get around 5-ish runs here and take Gurmeet on the charge if he comes back. Because I know what they might do is they might just go ones and twos and ones and twos. And then they might target one particular bowler. If they bring a spinner in like Gurmeet, a youngster, they might want to take him on the charge. And again, another slower one from Noman Iftikhar. A good ball, and that's another dot ball. Again, Udit Patel still has some overs to go. Same with Tej Patel, the captain. So the captain might have to back his experience as well as Udit Patel, a man who's consistently been performing for the New Jersey Titans. Equay Craig against Noman Iftikhar. He's got nothing so far off the bat. But this time he will. This time he will, and that's 4. Save your legs, Equay Craig. A misfield, that is in the deep.
Absolutely unacceptable for the captain. Oh, that's a blunder indeed. It was an easy approach. No bad bounce. And the ball goes for 4.
Struck very hard, that is from Equay Craig. Just using the timing on that occasion. See, 6 runs already. The required run rate is just above 7. It's at 7.1. So again, if they could just tickle some on for 1, you'll get 8. That's not bad. Could take a youngster like Gurmeet on the charge, or possibly a Sunil Kumar.
Just want to see if Vandit gets another over, because he is able to deliver the slower deliveries when the batters are not expecting it.
Yeah, we've seen Vandit do that a lot. A lot of pace bowlers need to do that on that surface. We were talking about how Mario Laban needs to execute that more for the Pennsylvania Cavaliers.
Well, Vandit is trying to bowl slow. Well, this could be. It is a dot ball indeed. It was a false alarm. Well, Vandit is trying to bowl slow if the car is trying to bowl quicker. So you got to see the other end of the spectrum. The faster one for Vandit becomes a surprise delivery for the batter, and a slower one for if the car can get the better of Equay Craig.
So now only 38 needed for the Carolina Eagles and 5.1 overs to go. This might be a very important ball in this matchup, Noman Iftikhar, because if he dislodges the stumps of Equay Craig, it could have the Carolina Eagles in a spot of bother. But if Equay Craig gets got a good amount of willow on it, as I'll have to actually re-bowl it, but if Equay Craig gets a good amount of willow on this one, if he punches it away, that could possibly be lights out for the New Jersey Titans. 31 balls, 38 runs. Where do the Carolina Eagles go with these last 5 overs, in particular in this last ball from Noman Iftikhar? Well, Equay decides to go big on the ground. They have Neil Patel. That should only be 1, and in fact it is.
37 required of the last 5. Equation under control for Carolina Eagles. 15 overs gone, 158 for 5.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है, इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
And Tej Patel, I think that is ball in hand. The captain has gone to himself, a crucial point in the matchup. He's bowled 2 overs, so he has 2 more to go, Tej Patel. Now, where does Tej go is the key. He has to defend 37 runs in 5 overs. He can bowl 2 of those. Noman has 1 left, so that's 3. Vandit has another 2, so 5 right there. He might just go with that, actually.
The bowling options are there for him.
And he's gone wide. He has gone wide, Tej Patel. That's where they have been very undisciplined. 17 extras for the New Jersey Titans today, 16 of those being wides. So 30 balls and 36 needed. That's not a lot in T20 cricket. It's 6 big blows, if you would say. What if Equay Craig does a Yuvraj Singh here? What if he does a Herschel Gibbs, a Jaskar Malhotra?
All he needs to do is just watch the ball like that and let it go. Tej Patel continues with a sorry form. Tej Patel continues with a sorry line.
And Tej Patel might have to change things up. He might go with a different variation here. His first two haven't gone where he wanted it to go. And as a captain, he's probably under some pressure now.
Big swing and a miss. That is the perfect delivery for someone of Equay's height as well. The ball bounces and tests the shoulder of the bat while he was through with the shot. Good pouch as well by Williams.
Yeah, Daniel Williams has had some good stops and has some have gone past him, but you can't blame him on that occasion because some balls have just gone over him. He's done his best as a wicket keeper, a very good wicket keeper in this USPL. Oh, and he can't do much about that, Daniel Williams. They've got protection in the deep though, so only one, and the captain Anand back on the strike. Equay 10 short from his second CBTF USPL 50, but that does not matter to him. The only thing that matters is not those 10 runs, but the 34 runs needed to book that second ticket to the final tomorrow.
34 or 28, the equation will get tighter. Anand hasn't let it get tighter. With shots of this kind, that is clean as a whistle.
Now let me tell you something. Anand Shuri uses a bat called Red Rock. He's a man in red. He's leading the men in red, and he's hit that shot rock hard.
Oh, what a good
shot.
shot.
So Red Rock makes a lot of sense. What a batsman he is. What a captain he is.
There it is, Aryan. Red Rock have found their ambassador.
And Red Rock, if you're looking for an endorsee, I think Anand Shuri is the right one to go to. Red Rock, a captain in red, hitting it rock hard.
25 of 10. What an innings it's been from Anand. Good comeback by Tej Patel.
Now look, 28 runs needed. This should be a walk in the park now for the Carolina Eagles. They cannot go wrong unless this could be very good bowling from the New Jersey Titans. Tej Patel, he's got 2 to go now. I'm sure he has to watch his field very carefully because they have a sweeper back and mid-on, mid-off. Back as well. They'll tackle that one away. Equay Craig. That's good. That's good work from young Gurmeet as well.
This is good cricket all around. Look at that collect by Williams too after Gurmeet springs to get to it and gets the throw at the right time. Equay Craig dragging the bat and doing the basics right, all while trying to evade the bullet from Gurmeet. Good cricket all around. That's what you get in USPL.
Well, Suhas, if there's one thing this weekend has never been boring. The first game a thriller, all the way down to the final over, and this game also yet another thriller. So we're in for a bunch of thrillers here for championship weekend.
Gurmeet there with spring in his feet.
Now where does he go? Where does Equay Craig go?
He's got a ball that Yorker. It's been, and it is the Yorker indeed. He was saving it for the last ball. Look at Gurmeet. The bowler gets to it eventually, but Gurmeet runs all the way from long on to try and get to it. And it's square leg that we're talking about. 16 overs gone, 169 for 5.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
So Raj Bhavsar has been given the ball in hand now. 4 overs to go for the New Jersey Titans, defending 26 Suhas.
And 4 overs, and Raj Bhavsar decided to assume responsibility here because he doesn't want to put Gurmeet under pressure now. Just 1 over for Gurmeet, and Raj Bhavsar, who's himself gone for 25, trusts his experience to get the job done. We saw in the first game what Sujit did. A very shrewd spinner. Now Raj Bhavsar, can he do a Sujit here? He set an example for all the other boys to bowl on this particular track. A new mat. Just kept at it. Let the batter swing the bat as much as possible. Didn't shy away from slowing it down. Raj Bhavsar first ball to Ikwe. Ikwe watches it go.
See, you were talking about Sujit Parabatani. He might have a big influence on Raj Bhavsar, considering Bhavsar is also a left-arm orthodox. So could have an equal.
And he's already shown the syllabus on this kind of a track that you need to follow. Quietly tucked away for a single. A single would suffice at this stage. No drama. Ikwe knows that if he bats the 3.5 overs, the game can be done and dusted with. He has the might to do so, and Anand has been terrific from the word go. 26 is just 12 balls, stealing in boundaries. Extra bounce.
And the captain, I think, wants a wide on that occasion. Some extra bounce, but he won't get anything.
Looks like it's going to be one for the over. Yes, it is. We've seen a bouncer from the spinner. We saw it with Qais Ahmed from Afghanistan doing it to Andre Russell. Now here it is, Raj Bhavsar. Oh, that is a mammoth hit. Not even think of stopping that. Huge and out of here.
And I think Anand Churi is saying to Raj Bhavsar, Bhavsar, you want to bowl me a bouncer? That's what you get for bowling me a bouncer. You're giving dislodged for a CVT of maximum. Lovely stuff from the captain.
He's got a lovely head on those shoulders. Anand puts it away that it was a bouncer the previous ball. There is uneven bounce on this wicket. Just go through the line and get the 6, says Anand. Outside edge, the man with a brute force. He'll get this one away for 4 as well, as they say. If you're cutting, cut hard. No chance for the keeper. No chance for third man inside the circle. 10 more added to the tally in just 2 balls, Aryan.
No chance for the keeper, no chance for the man at third man, and no chance for anyone. No 11 fielder on the NJ tied inside could get that one. And that's 10 off to Anand Churi dealing with boundaries here, striking at 240.
What a tremendous innings this has been as the wicket glows in gold. Oh, he's dismissed this one away. This is a stylish of the lot. 6 it is, and a very good take. That's a 6 that the dugout would have been waiting to catch. He has smashed so many 6s. This was the most stylish.
Why is he running in this thing? Brian, get him mad. He's too steady. Already gave him a warning.
जिंदगी में जीत उसी की होती है जिसके पास स्पीड होती है। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cptfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cptfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
That's Tej, I think. Tej Patel, ball in hand. So both Anand Churi and Ikwe Craig, both at 42 apiece. And only 9 needed now for the Carolina Eagles to book a spot in tomorrow's grand finale.
Who is going to play the Pennsylvania Cavaliers? Looks like it's going to be the Eagles. Oh, good delivery, good slower delivery. A lone man to be appealing. Tej, that was out of excitement and not out of necessity. The only way the finger would have gone up is we had 6 stumps in our game.
Well, unfortunately, we have half of that, which is 3 for any of the viewers that are not great at maths. So we've got Tej Patel defending 9 with 2.5. Where does he go now?
Oh, very well played, and a single would suffice. A single of that kind would suffice. This has been a batting masterclass from Ikwe Craig, who knows when to strike into the next gear, when to tone down, and when to give the captain the strike to get this done and dusted with. 42 of 16 has been a tremendous knock from Anand, and Ikwe, 43 of 34 has been a steady rock indeed.
They call him Captain Cool. He's got 7 in his back. A lot like another captain we know.
He's got him this time. Tej hits it right. He's just targeted the stumps and kept it simple. Anand's 42 of 16 has come to an end. It's been a blitzkrieg of an innings and has put his team into a position where winning is easier.
Yeah, Anand, regardless of the fact that he won't be in the middle for those winning runs, he's done so much for this Carolina Eagles side. He's done the most as a captain and he's done the most as a batsman. A very big player he is for the Carolina Eagles side. 187 for 6. At number 8 comes Shrey Parmar. Shrey Parmar walks in now with Equay Craig, a man 7 short from his second CBTF USPL half century. I think the captain wanted to get a 6. Suhas, he wanted to do something MSD-like?
Perhaps you compared him to MSD and he heard that. Wanting to finish out with glory, but he is someone who lives by the sword, dies by the sword. Went for that shot, missed it this time. Timber was struck, but he's done the damage already. He's put his team into a great position. He's already made sure that his team has 1 foot in the finale. 8 required of 2.3. Equay still out there for Carolina Eagles as Shrey walks out. Again, another seasoned campaigner, no muck with the bat.
Yeah, Shrey can hit it big, though. He can hit it big. I think that's why he's at number 8. I think that's why they're saving Rushi Amin, because in case something goes wrong, Rushi Amin and Anisa Met are there to steer the innings.
Tej gets this one straight down the leg side again. Tej Patel's in deep trouble. He's got to work on those extras. He cannot be allowing so many, especially if it's a big game like this. Every over, he picks up a wicket or no. A wide delivery, sometimes even 2, and that has come back to bite him so many times, as the extra delivery also means you're going to be a tad bit tired. Much better. Very good delivery and excellently fielded by Gurmeet, who is a live wire. Carolina Eagles just 7 away from being in the finale tomorrow. And as far as the men in blue are concerned, the NJ Titans have 6 as the cushion. They've got to stop the singles. They've got to get this tighter. They've got to take it down to the wire.
Well, Suhas, if you look at it, it takes 4 good balls now for the New Jersey Titans. That's all they have to do. They have 6 runs on the board, yes, but you need to bowl very good balls. 4 very good balls now.
And the problem is it only takes 1 good shot from Equay's bat to get it done and dusted with. And Equay would be looking to do so now with Equay. Gurmeet's got to drop back and become a very conventional deep mid-wicket. Equay, what is he thinking? Does he want to take it down to the wire, or will he finish off with at least an over to spare with the 2 more left, to be honest? Big swing and a miss, and wasn't very far away from the outside edge. The slower delivery from the back of the hand or the side of the hand that's done the trick. Tej is interspersing golden deliveries with poor ones, and that's been the problem. If he can get some more consistency to push this closer, this game could have been very different. It's still not done, mind you. Cricket is a funny game. 6 required for Carolina Eagles. 189 for 6.
अगर आपके पास स्पीड है तो आपको कोई हरा नहीं सकता। इसलिए अपनी फैंटेसी टीम बनाने से पहले विजिट cbtfspeednews.com।
यहाँ आपको मिले मैच प्रीव्यूज, टीम अपडेट्स, स्टेडियम स्टैट्स और बहुत कुछ, ताकि मैच कोई भी जीते आपका प्रेडिक्शन कभी गलत ना हो।
विजिट cbtfspeednews.com and stay ahead।
Scorecard.
So all needed now, 6 runs for the Carolina Eagles. And very surprised, it seems like they want to get that 1 shot. They can work with 6 singles here. It's 6 off 11. They can work off 6 singles here. I'm very surprised with the approach by the Carolina Eagles.
6 required in 11 balls. No man who's gone wicketless has been a big problem for NJ Titans. He's been given a cushion of 5 to work with. Slightly uppish and was a little late on that shot, but he's allowed to do this because the equation's under control. No damage done. Shrey does the right thing, picks up a single, gives it to Ikwe, who's been there for 35 deliveries.
Now, can you believe it, Suhas? A team that did not even qualify in Phase 1 will now be stepping forth into the biggest game of CBTF USPL Phase 2 tomorrow. They'll be playing for that huge cup. They'll be playing for the championship title.
As exciting as it sounds for anyone who turns up in red and black tomorrow, that is the beauty of United States Premier League. You can never write a team off. We'll wait for the umpire's decision. The umpire stands still, so that's all right. Now, you can never write a team off, and there are always greater comebacks promised for every single cricket fan around the world. That is CBTF USPL. We've seen the intensity today. We've seen it with the batting. We've seen it with the fielding especially. And we're also getting to see that with the result. That only happens when a tournament evolves, and that's what it's done within 2 phases. Big swing and a miss.
See, I think there's no need to go for that. Ikwe, there's no need for you to go and hit the ball for half a dozen right now because you only need 5 runs and you have 8 balls to work with. Tap it away for a single and wait for that one bad ball and take advantage of it.
Noman saved his best overs for the last. It's the best over he's bowled so far. Just a single of 4 when the opponents require 6. Unbelievable bowling. But he still needs to close it out well. For Ikwe, it's a matter of 1 shot. Ikwe gets it from the bat. Work to do for Neil. Football skills would be deployed. Stylish as it gets would be only a single, 4 required.
Now, I have to say, what would have happened if he'd missed that?
Would have hurt his ankle and would also been a 4. Would have hurt his ankle for sure, but his come off is very stylish, to be honest.
I think Tej Patel would have had him run laps if he misfielded that one, but very nice cheeky skills that is.
One of the better fielders, Gurmeet, would have gone and asked him, can you teach me that trick too?
Footballers they have here in this New Jersey Titans side, only 4 needed now.
And that shall do. It has come from the toe end, but it doesn't matter. A boundary to seal the deal for the men in red and black. The Carolina Eagles will fly themselves to the final tomorrow to play the Cavaliers, as this underedge would mean the winning runs have come by. A sigh of relief for every single person in the dugout who's turned out in the Eagles attire. The Carolina Eagles would face the Cavaliers tomorrow, and it is going to be a thriller of a game. Oh, what a good contest we've had for a semi-final number 2. Hard luck to NJ Titans, who got the runs to the board, 194 of them, but not enough as Carolina Eagles knock it off with 6 balls to spare and 4 wickets in the hut. That's all we have for you from this particular game at USPL. We'll meet you shortly with a post-match presentation and, of course, tomorrow with a big finale. Oh, what a fantastic semi-final 2 we've had here. The Carolina Eagles getting to 195 and in some style with an over to spare, and a fantastic batting by the captain himself, and he's going to be the player of the match as well. We'll have a word with him first up. Anand, come up here. 42 runs when it mattered the most, and you promoted yourself up there. What was going through your mind at that time?
Honestly, we knew we were chasing a good score, and obviously the bowling was good as well. The plan was set that if the top order, like if we had any quick wickets, I would promote myself, and luckily it paid out, and I was able to get the runs for my team.
What were your conversations with someone like Ikwe, who was striking the ball big anyway, but seems to tone down when you were batting there?
Yeah, Ikwe actually was losing the sighting of the ball a bit, and probably because of the sweat. So he said, like, if you can take the initiative, go for it, and then I'll just play the supporting role. So, again, I'm glad it paid out.
He played the supporting role for one another fantastic cricketer, Sachin. Tell me about him as well.
Oh, Sachin has been a great find for us. He has already played a couple of great innings. We were chasing 200 that game as well. And we have a good rapport going on. So that actually helps, getting the runs on the pitch as well. You gel well, and then that shows on the field.
Excellent innings personally, and of course, very well played. 195 hunted down by the Eagles. All the best for the big finale.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
The player of the match, you can't be going away. I request Dr. Ashok Chopra, the co-founder of USPL, to give away the glitzy trophy to none other than Anand for 42 vital runs when it mattered the most. It's the captain who's put his team in the finale due to his own batting prowess. Well, that's all we have for you from the post-match presentation here at SUNY Purchase. We'll meet you shortly tomorrow with the big finale of USPL. Take care.